All right, welcome to the stream. What's up, ATF Media? G thanks. Jeremy, Humble King, it's me. How's it going, guys? Hang on, let me get this down. All right, welcome to the stream. We're gonna watch Memphis Day. Unfortunately, I couldn't source the June. Let's see, I think we ended in maybe April, and I can't find June anymore. April, May, or June. I might be able to at some point, but the best I could find, or the closest to, was 3 episodes, the 3 consecutive episodes from July. So that's what we're going to watch today. July 1980. What's up, Hugh Scanlon? Somebody say fired up. Chicopee. Who's fired up about Chicopee? It's Friday, right? You're not here for prime time, are you? Yeah, it's Friday. But today's going to be like Southern Fried Day, so we're going to watch Memphis Wrestling this morning. I'll be back at 2 we're going to try Hee Haw. If Hee Haw for some reason, even though I tested it, if for some reason it doesn't work, we'll figure something else out. Sorry about yesterday. It was out of my control. I had to unfortunately do some IRL nonsense, some real life bullshit. But because of that, because I did that on Thursday, I think I will be free tomorrow. So we might have a Saturday night stream, maybe. I was thinking we could do Alex Jones, but I don't know if you guys want to do that or not. What's up, Fart Hammer? What's up? What's with the Chicopee? Don't confuse me like that, Daninsky. Please, I went to that page, G, thanks. I don't even see any content. It's just a bunch of movie clips. Am I missing something? Is it like way back in the history of the account or something? I checked it when you sent it to me. Oh my God. I had a hair in my mouth. Anyway, I looked at it. I didn't see any content. I just saw a bunch of movie clips. Most of which were silent, it seemed like. Oh, the lives. Okay, I'll check out the lives. All right, so that's my plan for today. Hopefully, I will be able to stream tomorrow. I'd like to do a quick Heathen update tomorrow, too, maybe in the afternoon. There's only about an hour of content, so maybe we could do a quick stream in the afternoon and then do Alex Jones at night. Oh, she's deleting them? All right, well, we'll have to keep an eye out. Oh, Miss Chicopee? Wouldn't that make her like a 40-time defending Miss Chicopee? But I don't know. Let me know what you guys think over the course of the stream or whatever, if you think Alex Jones. I was thinking we would watch the Bohemian Grove documentary. And then my second favorite Alex Jones documentary is 9/11, the first one that he made, where he chases the Fuji blimp and shit. The Fuji blimp was the first ever... the Fuji blimp was the first ever emoticon in here before we had any... when we only had like a couple. Someone threatened her with tornadoes and wasps. That sounds like me and Ben Thorpe. I'm always threatening to put him to release thousands of wasps into the RV. All right. Well, anyway, this is July 12th. Then we're going to watch July 19th and 26th. The quality is what it is. I figured it's better to suffer through and actually get to see the shit than not. But anyway, let's get started. And as always with the Alex Jones, like with anything else we watch, like you don't have to be a fan of his. Like if you just want to come in and do your chat commentary or whatever. I just think they're to a point. Like at a certain point when he just starts being at the news desk, the documentaries kind of get boring. But I feel like these two are just prime Alex Jones. Hey, Virginia.
Yeah, hello again, everybody. Lance Russell and Dave Brown. We're right along ringside waiting for the action to get underway here on Championship Wrestling, and we don't have to wait very long for that opening bout.
Oh, you're right. Carl Fergie from Atlanta will be in here today. He'll be going...
Oh, Carl Fergie, Lawler's cousin.
El Mongol in the opening match. Another single match, David Oswald against Jerry Bryant. We'll have Joe Stark going against killer Carl Krupp. And it'll be David McGee against Paul Ellering. Expiration of time tag team match coming up today. Wayne Hall and Bub Smith team against Ken Lucas and Rick Morton.
My golly, I'll tell you, in addition to that, we got some...
There's a lot of, and if you're not familiar with Alex Jones documentaries, there's a lot of, like, IRL in them where he just, like, goes around talking to people and he's convinced that everybody is working. I love it when he asks people, who do you work for? Who do you work for?
We'll be hearing an interesting story from Sputnik Monroe. Additionally, we'll have an opportunity to see Bill Dundee when he won against Paul Ellering in Rupp Arena in Lexington, Kentucky. We'll see some other things in there, too, and by golly, you won't want to miss a minute of it. Action begins just a moment. We'll take time out right now. Come right back with us.
Who do you work for? Federal agent. Federal agent here, everybody. This guy's a federal agent.
15-minute time limit match. Introducing at 228 pounds from Atlanta, Georgia. On the right of your screen, Carl Fergie. Going against him from Mongolia, 250 pounds.
Wow, look at Carl Fergie here. Remember when we saw him in, like, later on in the 80s, like in the late 80s, and he had the king gimmick? Man, he looks so different. Wow. Wow. He just looks like a regular dude. He looks like a default wrestler. El Mongol.
Mongol is manager Jimmy Hart. This is going to be a one-fall, 15-minute time limit match. Your referee is Jerry Calhoun.
Yogi Calhoun is saying, let's get ready to wrestle in there. El Mongol, of course, with his, whatever you call it, attire on it is now coming off. And Jimmy Hart, who is in the corner.
If you don't want Alex Jones, but you have another suggestion, just let me know. Let me turn this. I'm sorry, let me turn this up. How's that on the volume for the wrestling? Should be a little bit better.
And here we go.
Fergie against El Mongol. Fergie, wrestler who has not been in the area all that long. He's going against the rugged one here at El Mongol. He put him on the mat, and Mongol jumped up. Started screaming, hey, he pulled my hair. Jimmy Hart says, hey, he pulled his
Come on,
hair.
ref.
Good to see you, Jimmy. Looks like a nice takedown to me. Referee Jerry Calhoun listening to the complaints, trying to get Hart to sit down in the chair and stay there.
He's managing Mongol.
Carl Fergie, meanwhile, keeping a wary eye on El Mongol.
El Mongol. You're going to have to learn how to clip. Just, well, you're probably not in a, can you screen, you could screen record it. I don't know how good a quality that would be. But, like, I'll keep an eye on her, and if I see it, I'll do it. Am I going to watch Down, Out, and Dangerous? Yeah, I was super backlogged on library stuff. I had stuff that was due back on the 6th of this month. And I called the other library to try to see if they would extend it for me. And the dude was so mad that I had it out since it was due back on the 6th. He was like, this is an outrage. And then he stayed logged into my account. So when I went to my library, my home library, he was still logged into the account. So they had to call him and have him sign out. He was irate about it. But now I'm completely I have no late items out, so I have a little bit more freedom.
Another one by Fergie, and Mongol slides out of the ring.
10 hours long. So, dude, I don't know if you guys saw the post, but the Doll King stream that got taken down, that got globally blocked and then fully removed by YouTube over the Kyrazy stuff. I managed to rescue it. It's not in the best video quality, but at least it will exist now. And I think I can do the same for the Truthfully Trisha documentary. But I don't know if I want to tempt her on here.
Boy, you're upset.
He said this was an outrage. Yeah, he was really mad. I was like, hey, would you mind giving me another extension on this smoking documentary that nobody's checked out for 8 years? Would you mind giving me one more week to finish watching it? And he's like, absolutely not. Like, it was due back on the 6th. And I was like, so what? And you know what the funniest part of it is? All I had to do was go to my library. I just made a request for it, and then I took it to my library. They literally scanned it to return it, scanned it back, and then handed it to me. And all that jackass had to do, I even know what his name is, that asshole. I'm gonna go talk. I'm not gonna go in a bad way, but I should go talk to him and just be like, hey, listen, man, ease up, dude. It's 2026. This DVD hasn't been checked out in 8 years. Just roll it to me.
On the mat 3 times in a row by Carl Fergie.
Well, I bullied him, and the guy from my library bullied him because he called him and he's like, "Get this guy out of our person's account." And then my librarian checked the movie back out to me immediately. And I also picked up the last 28 Years Later movie, the Bone Temple, and then I got all the rest of the 4 more Phantasm movies.
Oh, Fergie saying, "Come on, get in the ring."
I was worked up.
Mongol climbs through the rope. Carl Fergie right there, center of the ring.
Beth is not upset with anybody over the phone number. She was in an alcoholic psychosis, and she was in a complete spiral. And then once she came out of it, she was fine. She's not mad at it. She understands now. She was just being a little bit of a, rascal. She sent me just brutal messages. I mean, she was crying. She was like, "How could you do this to me?"
Oh, now there's some hair pulling.
I thought we were friends.
But from the other side of the fence. Oh, Mongo yanked Fergie's hair. Didn't slow Carl down much, though. He's right into an arm.
He was hot, man. Hell no, man. You've had this out since the 6th. Hell no.
Whoa, Fergie ducks under a chop thrown by Mongo.
I think what happens is I think you're right. That's how it starts out. And then I think once she starts drinking, she gets into such a you know how some drunks are. They get really emotional and sad, and then it just kind of, things just go from there.
El Mongol able to get a foot on the bottom rope. Referee Jerry Calhoun calls for the break. El Mongol over to...
What's this guy's name again? What's his first... Okay, so this is El Mongol. Eventually, he gets a tag team partner, right? Or is that before this? Do you know ATF Media when Bill Eadie comes in? Remember when Matt said that he knew Bill Eadie? When Bill Eadie comes in as Bolo Mongol, I don't know if that was before or after this. What year was Demolition? 86, 87?
Talk to Jimmy Hart. A couple of words of advice.
Bone Temple is okay. I just figured, I've watched all of them lately. And if you go to a library, a lot of times newer movies are really hard to get if you want to watch them within 3 months of them coming out. And someone had returned it, and I saw it on the return cart, and it has 40 requests on it. But if it's your library, you have a home library, but then you can also access thousands of other libraries you can request. But if you are a patron of that library, you bypass everyone except other fellow patrons of that library. So no one else at my library had a hold on it, so I was able to get it, luckily. I didn't get Begonia watched in time, though. I'll have to check it out again another time.
Oh, Mongo, broad arm across the back. Fergie.
The original Kiss parody.
Right hand of the midsection.
What's up, John Wilkes Booth? I've heard a lot about your work. Bone Tomahawk is good, yeah. Did you ever see did you watch the ones that guy made after that? It's Me. He made a great one with Vince Vaughn where he fights a car. Vince Vaughn goes hand to hand with a car. It was called something in Cell Block, Riot in Cell Block something. It's a crazy movie. And then he made Dragged Across Concrete, which I thought was interesting too.
Wants a break.
Jasmine was back. Oh, I looked it up too on JCW. We need to get to episode 79, which is 9 episodes from where we are, and then we watch Stranglemania. So I just got to remember that.
Oh, Mongol hammers him to the mat with a forearm.
Yeah, Brawl in Cell Block 99. What a great movie. Oh my god, it's so cool. He fights a car with a parked car with his bare hands. It's amazing. And then Dragged on Concrete is like canceled era Mel Gibson. It's a really fun movie too.
Fergie, well, he took a couple of shots with that forearm.
You're looking for John Wilkes Booth, or you're looking for who? The librarian?
Try to fight back.
He was just doing his job,
like
to be fair.
I
I shouldn't expect preferential treatment just because I'm a big time YouTuber. I was like, excuse me, do you know who I am? I'm friends with Grace Thorpe, okay? But I think that's the order, but do you know when he became Bolo Mongol or no? I'm really bad with like timelines because like so much shit happened in the 80s.
El Mongol now working on a pressure point, side of the neck.
Would I bite a parked RV with bare teeth? No. No, I wouldn't do that. No, I'll tell you one thing is like as I've gotten older, like I've definitely would not bite into anything, or like I don't even eat ice. Like I wouldn't want to take any risks with my teeth.
Fergie on the mat.
That would be one of my biggest points of advice to young people is like take care of your teeth, because it's like as you get older, like you have so much natural breakdown of your body. Like you want to go into aging like with as good of a foundation as you can.
Referee checking.
That's why it's so frustrating that Ben convinced Grace that like brushing your teeth is a bad thing.
On submission, he's not giving it up. 4 minutes gone. 4 minutes gone. 11 minutes left in the time limit.
Oh wow. Okay. So he was trained by way back by or not trained, but like he met up with or teamed up with a guy way back in the 70s. Okay. So by this point, then he's probably masked superstar, right? Man, mid-70s. Wow.
Mongol with Fergie back on the ropes. Well, he's choking the stew out of him back there. Flirting with disqualification as referee Jerry Calhoun right there is counting on him. Flip over the back. Center of the ring. El Mongol with a boot.
Ben and Grace don't believe in like traditional medicine or doctors or dentists.
Fergie kicks out of it. Coming up on the 5-minute mark. A chop by El Mongol.
Man, Carl Fergie just looks so different here.
Fergie body slammed. El Mongol steps out on the apron. Climbing the rope. Fergie plants a hand in the midsection.
Watch it, ATF.
Climbing the rope. Fergie.
Oh, also ATF, I added a bunch of To Catch a Predators to my queue. I'm going to run them through the copyright over the weekend. Like OG stuff, like way back in the day.
Lighting fire with fire. He caught him with a fist. He's been punched a couple of times himself in the match.
Oh, shit. Wow.
Mongol is so vicious that sooner or later you just get fed up and you got to go at it like Fergie did.
Patch Adams.
Fergie takes him over the back. The cover. One.
Women.
One count's all he gets. Mongol breaks out of it. Slam by Fergie. A cover. One. Mongol throws him off at the 1 count. Shoulder butt by Fergie. Good one. Mongol on his feet.
They're not holistic either. They just don't. I don't really understand it. I don't know what their deal is with medicine. Or like health related stuff. I just don't think they ever. I don't think they ever do anything.
Oh, grab Fergie. Throw him over the top rope. And that's going to be it. Automatic. What's ruling by referee Jerry Jarrett.
Hey, wait a second.
Throw him over the top. Good one. Mongol on his feet. Oh, grab Fergie. Throw him over the...
When did that become a rule in Memphis? That couldn't have been true. I'm trying to think. People threw each other over the top rope, right? Or maybe not. They don't really go outside the ring to fight very often. Has that been a rule? It's certainly not a rule back further on in the 80s, right?
The top rope. And that's going to be it. Automatic.
Holy shit, dude. You saw Bruno Sammartino at Madison Square Garden? That's amazing, dude. Who cares if you dating yourself as long as you know, can say you saw Bruno live, like, especially like when he was like active and good.
Yes, sir. Ruling by referee Jerry Calhoun. Automatic disqualification.
How did you feel about Bruno Sammartino's commentary for Herb Abrams' UWF?
Mongol threw Fergie over the top rope. The time, 5 minutes, 59 seconds. Fergie starts back in the ring. He is in the ring. This match is over, but Fergie upset.
That's old.
The treatment he received from El Mongol. Now El Mongol, Jimmy Hart. Hart raising Mongol's hand.
Doesn't count, Jimmy.
No,
Carl Fergie.
Fergie wins it on disqualification. Again, the time 5:59.
Excellent match. I'll tell you for a fact, an excellent match in there.
David.
Carl Fergie battling hard against El Mongol. Mongol is so vicious, man. He just everything in the world, right from that opening bell, the guy really goes after you. And Carl Fergie, battling his way back, was making some impressions and inroads on El Mongol, and
had a cool life. That's what it's all about. Well, I think it is.
To get him out of the ring. And he did with a disqualification. So the winner by disqualification again, Carl Fergie. We got more action. Going to be back to it. Don't you dare go away.
Hey, Sylvester Stallone in the crowd. Hey, and Carl Weathers. They must be there for Rocky.
Back to Wave Country Championship Wrestling in the ring in just a moment. I want to take time.
Yeah, I remember Bill Watts. He's not booking here, though, is he? Remember when you couldn't go off the top rope, and that really made people mad?
I'm out to remind you folks in Jasper, Indiana, next Thursday, July
That's
17th.
Awesome, dude.
National Guard Armory. Hanson Jimmy's going to be there. Ken Lucas.
Like, I remember going to the shows, and I remember some of the matches. I wish I could remember, like, more in detail, but I remember, like, when I met wrestlers or stuff when I was a kid and some of the matches that I saw, but it's just neat remembering that, like, you know, I saw Billy Jack Haynes and Hercules back in the day. You see, you got to see Bruno. I had to settle for the C Crew.
Rick Morton will be there. Should be a wonderful night of action coming up Thursday, July 17th. Jasper, Indiana, Thursday, July the 31st.
Damn, Jasper, Indiana.
Cannleton, Indiana. You'll want to see it all. All right, how about next Tuesday right there in the Gardens? Man, what a final event. Listen to this one. It's going to be a pole strap match. That is the strap up on top of a 10-foot pole.
Strap on a pole match.
And the ring will be enclosed in wire. Won't be
Ooh. Pole, hat on a hat. Pole on a strap with the ring surrounded by a cage.
Bill Superstar Dundee. Handsome Jimmy Valiant. Go
Woo.
against Killer Carl Krupp and Paul Ellering.
Wow.
What a tough match, Billy.
You know, Lance Hansen was just talking to me. He said, Bill, he said, you brought a whip. I had a belt, and Krupp always had his whip. He said, when the going got going, the referee wants to stop it. He said, let's go to promotion, ask him for Handsome Jimmy's type match. He said, let's put the wire around the ring, get the pole and put the strap on the pole, and the best team will win. Krupp and Ellering, let me tell you something. This is when this little guy sizes.
Let me tell you something.
Krupp and Ellering, let me tell you something. This is when this little guy's size is going to come in real handy, because I'm going to shin me up the pole, and I'm going to throw the belt down to Handsome Jimmy Valley, and all hell is going to break loose. I can tell you that, Daddy.
I've seen you go up those poles before, and here's a guy who's going to be swinging it. Handsome Jimmy.
Woo! Lord mercy! Woo!
Handsome Jimmy's match, baby.
He's very Tony Yeoman coded, right? He's always making the random noises.
This is the day. This is the day, baby. The ultimate brother. This is what's happening.
Well, and I was watching the same kind of shit. I was watching low-grade horror movies and B movies and shit when I was a kid. I watched everything, though, to be honest. I remember watching Shaka Zulu when I was a kid. Remember that old miniseries?
The strap up on the pole. Woo, Mushy, I feel good, baby. This
Woo.
is all legal. Can you understand?
Dude, you know what I remember from when I was a kid, Daninsky, is I watched Return of the Living Dead. And like it was intensely scary to me because most horror movies, like there's a way to get rid of the whatever, like you shoot the zombie in the head or you know, stake the vampire, whatever. The zombies in that, like no matter what you did to them, like they just kept. Remember, he'd have like they had him in a fucking bag, and he was cut into pieces, and he was still moving around. Like that was scary as fuck to me as a kid because it was like, what would you do? Like, how would you even, you know, how could you get past these zombies?
I'm gonna whoop you, Ellis, till I blow up, baby. I can't whip no more, man. I'm gonna get
Woo!
sick. I'm
Whoa!
gonna get sick in this
Mercy,
red
baby!
dripping,
Woo!
Woo! That's it. Right there, baby. This is it. This is where it's at, baby. I feel good.
Hey, Ronald.
Think you're getting ready right
Oh
now?
yeah, like it's a great movie, but it like scared me when I was a kid because it was like they were like unstoppable zombies.
Tuesday night, he's going to be double awed ready. You be there, won't you?
I remember that Leanna Quigley scene too.
Tuesday night, the Garden.
I think he comes as no big surprise to anybody
my brain was like, we a gooner now.
who's been around professional
One
wrestling
day
for any
you
length
will
of
be a
time
gooner.
to say that Sputnik Monroe is controversial. Oh, yeah. As a matter of fact, but well, you know, it was brought in here, and I thought a very, very wise move.
Energetic,
when
homeless.
Tojo
If you know a homeless person who you think is low energy, one thing you could do to help them would be to buy them a Sprecher energy root beer.
Yamamoto and Jerry Jarrett were going against the Blonde Bombers with Danny Davis out there to neutralize a little action. Sputnik had some comments to make, and you got to hear what he had to say. Let's listen to Sputnik.
Ask me what the problem is. Let me tell you what the problem
Oh my gosh, Sputnik Monroe.
is, ignorance. Jerry Jarrett, this little pencil-neck, peach-faced puke, called me and asked me to do him a favor. So I did a favor. Now, I beat these guys that they, you know, it takes a fine mind, a fine body, and perfect coordination to be a great athlete. Well, they evidently got fine bodies, no brains. They bring in a diamond ring and Cadillac man to do a Model T
Yeah,
job.
California homeless, I guess, are more energetic. I mean, Vegan Patriot, Jimmy.
Well, when you pay, you have to. When you play, you have to pay, man. So now it's settle up time, and they give me. They didn't give me no whip, daddy. No
The energy root beer is just a regular Sprecher root beer. They just caffeinate it. It doesn't have like Panax ginseng or anything.
green, no line. They give me a little shoe shine money, man. I got
Leanna
expensive-
Quigley, Michelle Bauer was another favorite of mine. She's in Chick Boxer, which is one of my favorite movies, but we can't watch it on here. 90% of it it would be G-rated, but then there's a sequence at the end that's almost all. I mean, she's riding a guy and you can see everything. I forgot about that when I did a public screening, but it wasn't a big deal.
habits and expensive taste. You don't call me and fly me in on an airplane and ride me out of town on
What
a
are you
great
taking homeless people? O'Douls?
down bus like I slipped in here with a watermelon rind and a tennis shoe on, ignorance. So now I want to tell you something. I'm offended. You make me angry. It's like jacking with Mother Nature, Daddy. You don't mess with Mother Nature. You don't mess with the sweet man either. I'm a diamond ring and Cadillac man with expensive taste and the greatest wrestler that ever come down that pike. And my reputation stands that way, and that's the way it is, and everybody knows how it is. So now you've had the sweet taste of being the winner, and now you're going to have the sweet taste or the bitter taste of defeat, because I'm going to slip around on the other side of the ring, Mr. Jarrett, Mr. Tojo Yamamoto, and all
This promo is
the
wild.
rest of you. I'm Jarrett. Bitter taste of defeat, because I'm going to slip around on the other side of the ring, Mr. Jarrett, Mr. Tojo Yamamoto,
Tojo Yamano.
and all the rest of you. I'm going to be over on the other side, and you're going to taste how it is for me to be there. And when I'm over there now, don't change your mind and come up with some money and a bunch of nickel apologies and tell me you want me back with you, because there's no back, baby. I don't go backwards. I only go forwards.
Kabaddi.
Forward
What's
it'll
up,
be
Bob?
From here on in, it'll be a fight, because I only go forwards. And forward it'll be from here on in. It'll be a fight, because I'm hot now.
Hear the sweet man as he gets down
What?
on it, and that's what Sputnik did. He's gone over and joined up with the Manurians and said, hey, I can take this team and make them into the world's greatest tag team as long as they got that fine
It was just
line of-
way too long, and I think when you're out of practice, too, like, you know. But, you know, it's Sputnik Monroe.
Sputnik Monroe. Well, there's two
can't
sides
hate.
to a story, and Tojo
Well, you can, I guess, if
Yamamoto
you
and
want
Jerry
to.
Jarrett, I think, had at least an explanation you certainly ought to listen to. Let's take a listen.
Lance, I appreciate the opportunity for Tojo and I to get to tell our side of the story of the problem with Tojo and myself and Sputnik Monroe. What actually took place was that we did call Sputnik Monroe to come in and help us with our match against Ferris, Latham, and Davis. Tojo and I had been unsuccessful because Davis was interfering. Sputnik came in for us, and he did a good job. He did everything that a manager should do when the other manager's interfering. We were successful, and we won the match. Tojo and I share the gate after that match.
Thumbnail.
I made $500, and Tojo made $500. The match and take the
Awesome.
abuse and the pain and everything that goes with having a professional wrestling match. And if that's not fair with
Yeah,
him,
Matt would
then
think he was
the man is
Antifa.
sick. I don't know if he got behind and he's trying to catch up, but he can't do it in one night. He can't do it in one match. So I appreciate the opportunity to be able to tell the way the thing really went.
Jerry, can I say something, please?
Yes.
Sputnik Monroe, I want to tell you something. I tell you something. You got a little overpaid, and I tell you should be lucky. If it was for me, you wouldn't get paid that much. Sputnik, I want to tell you
Destroy All
something.
Monsters. Nice.
I don't want you threatening me and my protege. You said you're going over the fence. Okay, you can go over the fence. I tell you what, if you want to invite me in the ring anytime, you're ready. I tell you what, you want to threaten me and my protege, I tell
Remember when he feuds with Jeff later on in the 80s and Jerry comes back to, like, corner Jeff and Tojo's like, you are jelly jealous, watarded son.
you what, I'll invite you anytime. You just come in the ring, you sick man.
There you have a little family feud going on, but I think it's
I'm
important.
slowly working my way, like, through doing reviews of the Godzilla verse. I think I'm up to, I think I need to do review Rodan is where I'm at, I think.
And then we got both sides of it right there, and of course I think you have a little better understanding of it. Now we're ready for action, David.
All right, it's going to be a one-fall, 15-minute time limit match. Introducing from Arkansas at 220 pounds, David Oswald.
For his
And
eyebrows.
going against him from Memphis, Tennessee at 218 pounds, Jerry Bryant. This match
This is a
one
great-
fall,
everybody wants to see
15-minute
this
time
one.
limit. Referee Jerry Calhoun.
Okay, the referee saying let's get it ready to get on, and bell time tells us we are in fact going that way. Jerry Bryant with a little more
This is
experience.
really I don't know, are they pushing one of these two guys? I feel like both of these guys have worked enhancement before in the territory that since in 1980, I mean.
This goes around behind, beautiful takedown on Oswald. Bryant has
Oswald.
always been
Wait a minute, wasn't
that
that-
jewel that has not quite gotten
No, John
to it,
Wilkes
and,
Booth was in
we've
here.
always had great admiration for Jerry in there.
Mhm.
Tremendous young wrestler.
Yeah, when he was the heel manager, that was a fantastic run. When he was with Goto and Saito, like his promos during that run were like god tier.
The guy he's going against, who just got caught and taken over on that hip toss, David Oswald, a youngster who
Your
has
cat
really
jumped up on
only
the bed.
had,
That's a
what,
good
just
sign.
matter of months
Few months,
in
yeah.
terms of professional wrestling. He's aggressive. We have made the statement before, and I will still stand by it. I think sometimes he has taken the shortcut, which unfortunately there are guys who do, and he can wrestle. He doesn't need to do that. He needs to spend the time to develop it, but there's an example of it right there, and the referee is on him. He takes Bryant right down by the hair, but Jerry Bryant,
It's going to be
you'll
a
watch him,
15-minute
you'll see,
match.
fine athlete. He goes straight ahead at him and takes David, but he's pushed back into the rope.
Been looking forward to this match. Neither one of these guys will back up from a tank.
Yep.
They're both aggressive. They'll go against the toughest opposition. Well, here's another one of those
David
guys back on the
Oswald.
ropes with Bryant.
Whoa! Man, he busted Jerry right then. Tell you what, Oswald came in here to further his reputation by handling a guy like Bryant, but he's not going to find that an easy task by any means. Nobody ever has. Jerry with that one leg up in the air. Oswald trying to hold on. Bryant, beautiful.
I like that.
Oswald trying to hold on. Bryant, beautiful. Suplex
A backdrop for me, man, you can never go wrong with them. I just think they're always a solid choice.
that side.
Especially if you get somebody that like gets them up and then pushes up underneath of them to like really get them up, the high angle backdrop.
Lock. Jerry Bryant picks him right up, staying on top, in the air, body slam, pounds him down. Goes for a
60-minute
cover
brawl. I don't
one.
want to
I don't think
see
he was ready.
anybody wrestle a 60-minute Broadway at all. No, I don't want to ever see that.
Oswald, no pushover in that respect. Whip into the rope. Bryant again. Backdrop, and Oswald lands hard right in that lower back. Jerry doesn't make it any easier by taking him over the shoulder, but at the count of 1, Oswald was kicking. Referee Jerry Calhoun down quick, with the shoulders up in the air, and there will be no count.
I hate
Side headlock on the mat.
matches
Jerry
that long.
Bryant hanging in there as this is a 1-fall 15-minute. We're 2.5 minutes into action right at this point. Jerry Bryant trying to hang on, but Oswald rolls him back.
Like, back in the day, they were almost like a necessity because you couldn't always do a fuck finish, and you wanted your hometown guy to be, like, really strong. Now it's, like, almost like they're trying to be A24 and put on, you know, they're doing it for, like, the prestige or the, you know, oh, yeah, Hangnail Page had a 60-minute, you know, draw or whatever. I just think back in the day it kind of made sense because you had to keep your dude strong, but, like, I don't really care for him now.
Whoa, he may have had the tights.
Especially Iron Man matches. I hate Iron Man matches.
Really see from this side in there. Jerry Bryant, I think, was confirming. Now he's got a straight pin. He had a 1. Well, maybe he had the other hand. Maybe we read it wrong. You've got a little better shot right there on the camera angle than we do to
Hold on a second. Let me see.
Couldn't really see about Oswald. Bryant hanging and Oswald trying to pry his way out. They're dead in the center of the ring on the
How
mat.
long
Jerry
is the
Bryant
match?
hanging on that side headlock, while Oswald trying to bend him back and come up out of it. Count of 1, and that's all. Jerry still hanging on as we round the corner of 3
Okay,
minutes
so
of action.
the third match between Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock at WrestleMania 19 lasted exactly 17 minutes and 55 seconds. And I would say, to me, that's like an ultimate years-long blow-off match, and I think they did it perfectly, except for, well, wait, was that the one where he did that one have the screwy finish, or did that one have the afterbirth where, like, McMahon came out and hugged Austin? The one that I'm thinking of, I don't know if it's that one or not, it might have been at X7 maybe. I think the one I liked was at X7. Let me see how long that one was.
In there with about 12 minutes to go.
WrestleMania
Standing side
X7.
headlock, Bryant and David Oswald. Championship wrestling action in the ring right now. And at this point, it has been a relatively even match, while Bryant may have had the best of the advantages.
Okay, here you go. So this one, the one at X7, lasted 28 minutes and 7 seconds, and that felt like a really, like, it was a great match, but, like, that felt like a huge involved match. So, like, can you imagine them going another, like, 32 minutes after that?
And on the break, a knee goes to the midsection, and Oswald never quite broke it clean. He came right back on and starts the double chop on Jerry Bryant. Oswald this time with no forearm, busts him with the right hand. And the
Dirty Rhodes and Jim, I bet Dirty Rhodes did work 60-minute matches at some point.
Slams Bryant into the turnbuckle. Comes in with a double chop. David Oswald trying to even things up here. Pops Bryant in and buries his shoulder at him. Referee saying open him up. Stop using the fist. Jerry Bryant coming back. He got him with a forearm. Coming up on 4.5 minutes in, a whip to the ropes, and Bryant, beautiful. Seem hesitate.
No Turkish. This is no Turkish oil wrestling. I saw that clip of that channel you sent me.
With a super drop kick. And the referee warns Bryant about using the fist in there. Jerry picks him up, takes the right, and Oswald trying to battle back, doing the only thing he knows how to do
on,
at this
ref.
point, and that's use the fist. Whips Bryant into the rope.
Yeah, it's neither. I don't. It's very unusual. But I'm used to anyway. Late '80s Memphis, where you never really saw like job guy versus job guy.
Drop.
Maybe back then though they wanted you to pay for everything. So like if you wanted to see him at all, you had to go to the show.
Big elbow. He covers. 1, 2. Jerry Bryant got his way out of it. Backs him into the rope. Whips across. Another big
I could just see Cornette. He'd be like, Brian, you know, Tony Khan puts these two underneath guys on. Gives them 10 fucking minutes, Brian. 10 minutes of television time.
Oh, puts him down. Drops it again. He covers. 1, 2. And this time Bryant just beats it. Jerry in trouble.
Neither one of these guys could sell pussy on a troop train or whatever thing you would say about the AEW guys.
Two opportunities. Puts him in a third time. Bryant ducks. Comes at him with a clothesline.
See, I think Cornette's defense of this would be to say that it's an effective match. Okay, but who cares? Why should I give a shit? Job guys on AEW can wrestle each other in a watchable match. But why should we care about either one of these guys?
Covers him. 2, 3. Got it. Whoa, he knocked both feet right out from under him and really put him down hard. David Oswald. Count it out, Dave. How about the time?
5 minutes, 31 seconds.
5 minutes, 31 seconds.
Dude, I'll be honest with you. Even Daninsky would have to admit a 5-minute McHenry video would go by faster than I legitimately thought it was at least 10 minutes.
And you doggone right it was a good match. This Oswald.
Yeah, I mean, there was nothing wrong with it. It was fundamentally sound, but like, why should, you know, who cares?
Whipped him in, blasted him with that elbow a couple of times.
I don't remember if he actually talked about him or not. He just mentioned them during the tag team thing. I think he just made a noise, one of his noises. That's my favorite.
In there, and the son of a gun had his opportunity to go for the pins. Bryant was able to kick his way out.
Because like later on in 86 at least and beyond, like you never see this. It's always somebody you know versus a job guy that you know ordinarily.
And on that third elbow to the well once too often, Bryant went under and came back, really clotheslined him, strung him out.
But I have no idea what's going on with Memphis as far as they're separated, right, from Goulas at this point. Like Jerry Jarrett's running shit, right? He's got his cities by this point. So maybe he's having talent. You know, maybe he's in a roster refresh or something.
Got in there and got a 3 count, and that one is history in there with Jerry Bryant, the winner. We've got more action. You're going to have a chance to see Bill Dundee and Jimmy Valiant in action against Ellering and Krupp, and that action will be coming up in just a moment.
Robert Gibson is the best.
Wasn't that Gale Sayers? Couldn't tell, but whoever he was.
Whoa, wasn't that Gale Sayers?
Wasn't that Gale Sayers? Couldn't tell, but whoever he was.
Get around, and we saw some action in a couple of matches, as a matter of fact, Dave, that I think the fans would be interested in seeing. One of them was a bout that took place in the Mid-South Coliseum in Memphis, Tennessee. It found the pairing of an interesting...
I wonder if they're not like... Because, again, I'm learning about Memphis as we go. I've never seen this stuff before besides the 86 and forward, but, like, maybe that's just how it was then. Maybe if you knew, like, oh, Bill Dundee and Jimmy Valiant are going to be there, like, that's all you needed, you know?
Tag match when Paul Ellering, the big...
So like the interview, you talked them and you just had your star power and then you talked people into the building. I don't know. I feel like every Memphis TV show in the late 80s is stacked with people. But I guess, okay, so maybe I'm being unfair about it because the people that we see in Memphis in the late 80s are guys that eventually go on to be in WWE and are famous, but like at the time they're not famous. So like in my mind, I'm thinking like, holy shit, they got the Undertaker, Tugboat, you know, all this fucking crazy lineup. But at the time, you know, it wasn't, they weren't viewed that way. But it just seems like everybody in late 80s Memphis is memorable in one way or another. Even, like, honestly, Keith Eric is more memorable than anybody on the show that's wrestled, I think, besides the Mongol guy.
Heavyweight champ. And the mercenary out of Mannheim, Germany, Killer Karl Krupp.
Jarrett's were notorious cheapskates. Yeah, I believe that. I think that's why what Cornette was talking about in the booking, that like when Lawler would take over, like the roster would balloon, and then Jarrett would cut it like way back down again when he took over. They also said that Lawler would just starve you out. He would never stop booking you. He would just, never give you any work.
Team together, Jimmy Hart's boys, and you'll see him a little bit later today.
Dave's hair looks heavy. It does look, it's very voluminous.
As a matter of fact, and they went against Handsome Jimmy and the superstar Bill Dundee. This was in the Mid-South Coliseum, Memphis, Tennessee. Look at this tag match.
Double-handed chop on Dundee. Dundee, flying press. One,
look at the crowd.
Two, but the killer breaks it up, and Handsome Jimmy going.
So here we're going to learn why we need to have a cage and a pole and a strap and all that kind of stuff.
To the killer.
Boy, Tony's definitely memorable. I mean, he's got an emote.
Dundee grabs whatever it was that Ellering had. While Bryant and Krupp were fighting on the floor, referee Paul Morton trying to get that out.
Come on, Paul.
Dundee had Ellering covered. Now he's over getting the referee.
Paul Morton, Antifa.
Ellering misses the big punch. 1, 2, 3, got him. What a sensational bout. 8:48, the official winners, Dundee and Valiant.
Was the tag match in there, and
whoa,
I think one of the notable.
Maybe it's just the way that the camera has it framed, but it looks like Dave is like really encroaching on Lance's personal space.
Things to point out was the fact that Dundee did in fact pin Paul Ellering. It was a tag match, obviously not a Southern heavyweight title match.
Is that true,
Deninsky? Jimmy
Deninsky
was kind of scuffling it up with a killer in there, and it turned out to be a most exciting action with Dundee and Valiant winning that. There was a return Southern heavyweight title match, and it took place in gigantic Rupp Arena in Lexington, Kentucky. The championship cameras were right up there, and I think you may be interested in seeing the single match with Paul Ellering and Bill Dundee. Watch the entire thing. Now let's take a look.
Buries that shoulder in Ellering's stomach again. Kicks him back. Dove off the rope, slammed.
Should I ask Jarrett next time he's live what the rat situation was for somebody like, Keith Eric or the Freezer Thompson?
I don't think it. Yeah, there it is. 1, 2. But he easily gets his right shoulder up.
Ain't that right, Linda?
Ellering missing the big elbow. Dundee stops him with a drop kick.
Well, I think we looked it up, but I'm going to see what business was like at this point. What was Memphis? In July 1980.
Dundee out of the corner with a firing right hand. 1.5, that one broke.
Okay, it gave me, I guess it misunderstood what I was saying. It's telling me about the shifting retail landscape in the United States at large rather than Memphis. I think I forgot to say, like, Memphis
Dundee
wrestling.
With a sleeper. just fired him over the top, right over his shoulder into referee Thomas Marlin.
Tom Marlin? Wait a minute.
Dundee getting up, Ellering getting up, but the referee is not. Dundee a backdrop. Ellering had dropped a chain. Dundee
Okay, here we
grabbed.
go. In July 1980, business for Jerry Jarrett's Continental Wrestling Association in Memphis was thriving, but it was operating under immense creative pressure. The promotion was forced to... Okay, here we go. The promotion was forced to navigate the sudden absence of its absolute top draw, Jerry Lawler, who had broken his leg earlier in the year. Despite losing their focal point, Jarrett's aggressive storytelling, fast-paced Memphis-style action, and high-stakes match booking kept the territory profitable. July 7th, 1980, which is right before this, it says they drew almost 6,000 fans to the Coliseum, which would have been a huge thing. It says that top babyfaces are Bill Dundee and Jimmy Valiant. Rising stars are about to be, spoiler, Tommy Rich. Ricky Morton and Eddie Gilbert were being brought up. It's the rise of Jimmy Hart's first family. So there's a lot going on, but Lawler being out kind of makes sense. Oh my God, thank you for the GOAT trophy. I appreciate that. Amazing. Thank you so much, Izzy. Who's saying big back? Who keeps saying big back? What's going on with that? Sleeper hold, swag bomb? We're just used to Vince lighting the crowds. Yeah.
Here comes Carl Krupp.
Thank you though, Izzy.
Who has
Much
no
appreciated.
business in the ring, and he is nailed.
1,000 jewels. Wow.
Here comes Handsome Jimmy. Ellering on
The
Dundee.
GOAT trophy,
Jimmy
wow.
going after Krupp, now after Ellering.
I'm looking at these stickers that you can send, and some of them are like, there's one on here it says Unk Alert. I'm trying to think of the scenarios you would send some of these. Oh my God, some of these are wild. That's like a TikTok thing, right? Originally, I think.
Krupp with that riding crop.
Who's the 304 that you found?
On Jimmy.
What's up, Boinkbot? That was probably either Dave's channel or Bob Brown. Bob Brown really went ham the other day.
Krupp and Valiant, both who came in. Valiant after Krupp did.
Which I wanted to point this out too. Whenever we would talk about what we were going to get with the next emote, and I told you like there was no way that it was a fantasy, we have right now twice as many members as we did at our previous peak.
Bryant grabs a chair.
Oh, you found her at a bar.
Ellering falling at our timer's table. Krupp
Listen,
goes
I
on with
don't want to hear about anybody that I can't watch videos on. Gee, thanks. Stop introducing off-camera characters.
Bryant with a chair, the winner by disqualification. It's going to be.
In fact, we're at so many members that like YouTube sent me a thing like congratulating me on my community building skills. I'm like, what?
Bill Dundee.
Well, there you had the second win that Dundee has recorded. This particular one was a disqualification for the interference of Krupp. What would have happened if the killer hadn't come in there? Well, that's speculation. Anybody can say. So we don't know, but we do know what did happen. It was a whale of a fight, wasn't it?
Yes,
Dave?
it was. I want to tell you. And Dundee gets the win, but not the belt.
No, it's a matter of
How
fact,
old
that
is
was
this wrestling?
football.
This is Continental Wrestling, July 12th, I think, 1980.
And that was some tough action. We got some more of that tough action coming up. Championship Wrestling.
The owner of Fusion Studios, Grace Thorpe, she lost. Well, of course, we'll have to pause Boyd Madness. I know ATF will be mad about it. We can't move forward with Bethadone in rehab. Oh, look, she didn't want to be on camera.
Back in just a second.
Oh, my boss is going to see me at the wrestling show.
Oh, yeah, plenty of action yet to come right here on Channel 3's Championship Wrestling Action. Do want to tell you about the entire card. Told you about the main event, worth the price of admission alone, that pole wire match that's coming up. But the opening bout is going to be El Mongol against Eddie Gilbert. Sonny King.
I'm also working on something I can do like an IRL, or maybe I can go visit a place and do like a tour of somewhere next month, toward the end of the month, that when the YouTube check comes, as like we'll have like a celebration. She'll be back in like 28 days, yeah. And then I'm also for sure going to buy the Olivia Rodrigo Fortnite skin with some of that money. So thank you again.
Going against Carl Fergie.
Thank you for helping me achieve my dream of playing as Olivia Rodrigo in Fortnite.
Match, the Manurians with Sputnik Monroe right at ringside in their corner, going against Tojo Yamamoto.
Whoa, Hannibal, you were a projectionist? That's an interesting job. That's like you should have been interviewed by Primetime. It's like one of those jobs like very few people like do. It's like a kind of a lost art. Living in Hannibal, Missouri. Yeah, if you like, well, I want the Supergirl skin, but it comes out on the 20th. I think it comes out today, maybe. So I might get it. I don't know. It depends on how long it's in the shop for. Because I just bought one already, and I don't want to. I try to limit myself so I don't go like crazy. If you like 80s wrestling, we watch Memphis every Friday morning. And then if you like 2000s, we watch XPW on Tuesdays. And then if you want modern wrestling, we watch Juggalo Championship Wrestling on Wednesday mornings.
And Jerry Jarrett in Louisville. Then a no time, no disqualification. Boy, you can forget all the rest. The title's not on the line. Only action when Ken Lucas and Rick Morton go against the Blonde Bombers with Danny Davis along
there we
ringside.
go.
And remember, no time, no disqualification. Then the final match. This is going to be the
I love
bull strap
XPW
match
too.
with a ring enclosed in wire when Killer Carl Krupp and Paul Ellering will be going against the team of Bill Superstar Dundee, Handsome Jimmy Valiant. All happens Tuesday.
I want to see Supergirl, but I'm not. I won't go to the theater. I won't even go to theater to see Jackass. That'd be the one movie I'd maybe go for, but I'm not going to.
Killer Carl.
Oh wow, Daninsky's really been putting over Joe Stark in the chat for a few weeks now. He's like, wait till you get a load of this Stark guy.
Love this back-to-back, two of the greatest athletes in the world. My champions, baby. Killer Carl Krupp, the European champion.
Let's go, baby.
Ellering, back-to-back.
Woo! Sorry, I didn't mean to do that so loud. I got excited.
His jaw must get it.
Champion.
You can just tell Jimmy Hart is, immediately when you hear him cut even that short of a promo that like, this guy, he's got it.
Killer Carl.
What a great day, Russell. I love this. Back-to-back, two of the greatest athletes in the world. My champions, baby. Killer Carl Krupp, the European champion, and Paul Ellering, back-to-back.
Marvelous. Yeah.
Is she going to be on Celebrity Rehab?
He is really
No, I don't think so.
His jaw must getting better. He's cheerleading a little bit more now. Okay, David, how about the introduction?
I would say more than likely we won't see a lot of Bethadone live streams when she gets out. I think if she's serious about it, I think that's one thing they're going to tell her. And if she's honest with herself, like, that's one of her big triggers to drink, especially to drink heavily, are the live streams.
On the right of your screen will weigh in at 225 pounds from Arkansas. On the
What's
left of your
up,
screen with
Go
his
Hog?
manager, Jimmy Hart.
I'm never going to probably watch Backrooms or Obsession. I just don't like to go to the theater. If you're in there by yourself, it's okay. But if there's any other people around, I'm not interested. Some dumbass on their phone, or people starting fights, or doing fucking weird shit for TikTok. I'm just not into it. I'll wait for Supergirl on DVD. And yes, I'm getting it on DVD, not on Blu-ray. Because my Xbox sucks, and so it quit playing Blu-rays. The one thing I bought it for. It'll read Xbox discs, but not Blu-rays. So I'm gonna have to watch Supergirl on DVD.
From Mannheim, Germany, at 261
Lou Ferrigno.
pounds, killer Karl Krupp. This is a one-fall, 15-minute time limit match. Referee Jerry Calhoun.
Calhoun telling Hart to get out of the ring and stay out of the
Beth is going into rehab on Tuesday. I'm sure we'll get at least one more relapse before she goes in. But she goes in on Tuesday, and in theory, yes, she'll go in for 28 days.
ring and stay in his chair. Young Joe Stark going against the big killer, and here we go, boy. Killer's right on him.
Wasted no time. Krupp shoved him right back into the ropes. Smacked him with a right hand. Joe Stark's head.
I have a P.O. box from my Twitch days. I just need to go back up and, like... Well, I mean, I say that. I think they'll just assign me a new one. I don't think they've kept it warm for me for 5 or 6 years. But I just need to go up and reactivate it because Grace is going to send me her shoe, too, that guy bought.
Meets the top turnbuckle, a forearm, and a fist, perhaps, by killer Karl Krupp. In the throat, he caught him. Stark thrown out of the ring between the ropes, down onto the floor, and I think maybe bumped into the camera wheel there. Stark onto the ring. Killer Karl Krupp waiting for him. They're watching it, Jimmy. We see it. Stark trying to get back into the ring. Killer Karl right there on him. What, from the opening bell?
I mean, I have an Xbox Series X. There's no reason that it won't do it other than this. It's a shit fucking product as far as that goes.
Went after him. He grabs him on the apron, pounds him with a right arm. Stark.
Joe Stark mania running wild.
Down
Hell yeah.
to the apron and back to the floor. Killer Karl Krupp.
Killer Karl Krupp.
Known somewhat of a mercenary. Make no bones about it. He was hired to
get your ass in here, Stark. Now get the fuck out. Get out of here, buddy.
Into the ring, but thrown back through the ropes. He's got his left arm tangled in those bottom two ropes. Now untangled, but Killer Karl right on him. Yeah, we hear you, Jimmy. Hart says, tell him he's supposed to stay in the ring. Who threw him out of there a couple of times. There's another jab. Stark off the ropes. He was going for Krupp.
But what was it though? Like a Hasbro?
A minute and a half into the action.
Was it hard plastic or like rubber, or was it like a more modern looking action figure?
Trying to get it broken up. Breaking it, and then right back to the throat. Joe Stark on the mat.
I loved Tremors. I think it was Tremors 2. It's got one of my favorite lines ever. They blow up one of those worms, and Michael Gross is like, "You smoked his ass," and Fred Ward's like, "Doing what I can with what I got."
Count of 4 that time on Killer
Oh,
Karl.
LJN.
5 count disqualified. Killer Karl better watch himself. He will find himself
That was a good
disqualified.
figure.
Headed back to the dressing room in defeat. Oh, there's a cover by Krupp. 1, 2, and 3. That's it. 2 minutes, 19 seconds the time on it. And Joe Stark, boy, he gave him a battle. He was going for him, but he just couldn't get it going. His Krupp was all over him from the opening bell.
Yeah, sure. Well, I mean, that would be a special thing. I wouldn't be really going to see the movie, if you know what I mean.
And kept it that way.
He didn't let reputation slow him down one bit, I'll tell you for a fact. And there is Joe Stark was giving it what he had.
The first 2 Tremors movies, in my opinion, are really good. They kind of fall off at that point, but I know some people have like they just want to. It's just comforting to see the characters and to be in that world for a while. So I get it, but I think there is kind of a fall off after 1 and 2.
Sure was.
In there against a really rugged
Some of them
one.
are still fun though. I mean, they're just not quite as wall to wall entertaining.
In there, wheel. So the killer.
I'm a victim of circumstance.
I know. We
Wow,
got
look at
another
this.
one coming right up, and we do, in fact. I'm back with you. Jimmy Hart all excited about getting the next bout started, and there in the ring, Dave. so let's just go on with the next action.
It will be a one-fall, 15-minute time limit match on the right of your screen. From Louisville, Kentucky,
Ooh, Dave
189
McGee.
pounds, David McGee. And on the left
Back
of
to
your
perfection.
screen, from Melrose, Minnesota, 235 pounds, with his manager, Jimmy Hart, the holder of the Southern Heavyweight title, Paul Ellering. One fall, 15-minute time limit, referee Jerry Calhoun.
The muscle man
This
gets
guy
so
looks great.
excited over his own muscles. He really does. There's David McGee. And David,
What's he look? Who's he looking at?
Trying young fella, but he's going against a champ today, and what happened? Yeah, okay, Paul.
Was it Ellering said one time he got up a half hour earlier so he could look at himself in the mirror longer that day or something?
Sure. He is, in fact, a powerful, powerful man. No question about it.
Big mistake, though, to count this guy out.
He has the endurance and stamina that makes it very, very hard for anybody to be able to cope with.
All
He starts
natural.
Right out, hammering with those big arms, and then slams David into the turnbuckle. Goes right in after him. A whip.
Oh man!
Slams David
Put
into
some
the turnbuckle.
stank
Goes right
on
in
it.
after him. A whip.
Man, look at that! Look at him. The
Slams
snap he
David
gave him
into
at the end.
turnbuckle.
Perfect.
Goes right in after him. A whip.
Man,
Oh,
damn.
He was off the floor when
Perfect.
he hit those turnbuckles, Dave. That's how strong Ellering is. Drops with a big elbow and rolls back down on David McGee. No, 2 count. Ellering a little overconfident.
Am I looking forward to GTA 6? I mean, kind of. I don't know. You know what I mean? I mean, I kind of am, but I'm trying not to really think about it because you never know.
To be too disturbed.
Like when it's even going to come out.
Hart saying, come on, Paul, don't play around. Let's get him. Boy, he banged him. Oh,
He
McGee
banged him.
down. David thwarted right from the very beginning. Ellering straight up, runs, bang.
I will definitely play it. I don't see myself paying whatever the $80 or whatever for it though.
Body slam. Well, you're looking at a guy that held a world record of
Whip.
745 and a quarter pounds. Yeah, Jimmy. And the deadlift record, it was broken in 1978.
I didn't see that. They're already announced that the game isn't even out yet, and they're already talking about paid add-ons. Come on, man. Ugh.
Powerful.
I remember playing games and being like, oh man, I hope DLC comes out for this game. You know what I mean? I can't imagine like the idea of getting a roadmap for what they're going to charge you for after you pay your original money feels like they're fucking with you, you know?
Whoa, knee to the midsection.
We're a minute and a half
November
in, and I'm
19th.
sure to McGee, it seems like an hour and a half about
No,
this
that's
point.
Any of these guys are alive? Yeah, I mean, Dave Brown's alive on commentary. We know Lawler and Dundee are alive. Jimmy Valiant's still alive.
the truth. Oh. Ellering easily picks him up in the air and bangs him down.
Like, I think the only way like the pre-DLC is really acceptable is if you're playing Call of Duty or Gears of War or Battlefield, where you know the game's going to do well enough to support some level of community, and the main focus is multiplayer. Like, you know, most people want more maps for shooters. So if you want to charge, like, you know, whatever the money is to guarantee all the maps, like, I kind of get that.
Down in the middle of the ring. Paul can do that. We've seen him pick guys, 240, 50 pounds, hold them up over his head. Hard to believe.
I really just play whatever's on Game Pass, like whatever's the most interesting game at the moment. And then I play a lot of Fortnite too. But like right now I'm playing, they released some like roguelike game where it's like a co-op shooter. And I just play it because it's a fun game to play. But like, would I ever pay the money for it? No. But like, since it's on Game Pass, there's always like a handful of games that are interesting enough to keep me busy as far as when I want to play a game.
Power that he does have.
Is Paul Ellering alive? Gosh, I don't think so.
Young in terms of it, a couple of years experience.
What's up, KP?
He has certainly come got that
Big game.
big
True.
bear hug in there. Look at Ellering.
Didn't the guy who say that died in a didn't he die recently in a helicopter crash, or was that the other founder?
Bouncing up and down. Squeezing those steel bands of his around him.
Well, I love Game Pass because it gets the Fortnite, everything in Fortnite that's available through a pass you get for free through them, no matter how many passes they put out. Plus you get it like the Rocket League pass. And that's just like one perk of it. That's not even like the games.
Tighter and tighter. McGee trying to fight his way out. Referee asking him.
You want to see Supergirl? If you come back in, you should let me know what you think about it. I really want to see it, but I got to wait. Paul Ellering is alive. Wow. There you go. Thank you, ATF.
Ellering continues to
What about Rocco? Was he there?
squeeze. McGee trying to force
He probably
him out.
was.
But Ellering with plenty of endurance.
I think one of the Ubisoft people died. One of the founders with those real fancy French names. I think he died in a helicopter crash too.
Continues to bend him back and squeeze.
I didn't know.
Just
I don't know anything about Oliver Tree. I'd never even heard of him before.
holding him. Bends him down. 1, 2, 3. There you have an unusual pin. Bends him back and squeeze and squeeze.
He's just gonna pin him out of a bear hug.
He's just holding him. Bends him down. 1,
Pile driver position.
2, 3. There you have an unusual pin. Paul Ellering took that bear hug, Dave. Got him to where he could not fight anymore.
European is not afraid. How's it going, buddy?
All right, Paul, that's enough. Got him to where he couldn't fight him and just bent him right straight and still held him up in the air with his shoulders down on the mat.
She has a unique. She does. I think most of the really popular face card actresses, well, and tit card actresses in some case, all have that have a pretty unique look. Like her, which all the same people shitting on her now for some weird reason were raving about how attractive she was when she played an underage character in Game of Thrones. But like, she has a unique look. The chess lady from The Witch, she's got those big alien eyes. Sydney Sweeney's got a unique look to her. I think Sydney Sweeney, it looks like she reminds me of like a 70s actress.
Powerhouse, no doubt about it. Okay, we got you.
Like an older Dominic Mysterio, true.
2:39.
Oh, plane
2 minutes,
crash.
39
Okay.
seconds. Winner Paul Ellering as he defeated David McGee.
Well,
with
just like just like buying the game doesn't mean that you own it. Sometimes taking the flight doesn't mean you get to land. Well, or land properly.
that bear hug and pin on it. We've got more.
Man,
action.
wouldn't that suck in like those last moments when you're dying, but like on top of that, it's like, man, you've got it made. You've got all this money, and like you're in such a rare position that 99.99 looping % of people will never experience. And then like, you're in that moment, like no matter how much money you have, like you're cooked.
Coming up, be back to it in a moment.
All cock. Will I watch Ric Flair? I don't know. I doubt it, to be honest. There's not a lot of Ric Flair that's you can get away with showing on here. I feel like he didn't make a lot of appearances. Maybe on some kind of, I don't know, where would he have wrestled that we'd be able to watch it? He didn't come to Memphis, did he? I can't think of how we'd be able to see him because I think most of it is owned by WWE, even the different territories where he worked.
The expiration of time at a total weight of 492 pounds. On the left of your screen, from Colorado Springs, Colorado, Wayne Hall. And from Jackson, Tennessee,
Yeah, a little bit. He looks like, what's that guy's name? Palm Beach Pete?
Bob Smith. Going against him at a
It's
total
not
of
about the money.
414 pounds. On the right of your screen, from Las Vegas, Nevada, Ken Lucas.
Yeah, AWA definitely blocked. WWE owns all of the big territories.
And from Nashville, Tennessee, Rick Morton.
What about Portland? He might have went through Portland at some point.
A match to the expiration of time, referee
Maybe.
Jerry Calhoun.
You're looking at the opponents of the Southern Tag Champs, Smith and Hall. Of course, the titles are not at stake today. It's an expiration of time match, and obviously the team with the most falls, to their credit, at the time the predetermined expiration of time occurs, will be the winner of the match. Not necessarily 1, 2, 3, or whatever number of balls. Referee Jerry Calhoun says, here we go, one-on-one.
Well, that's a very Jarrett way of booking, having Flair show up and then never have the match. Remember in TNA, although I guess you could say Hogan came in eventually, but they teased Hogan really early in TNA, and then they kept looping the footage of Jarrett and him at that press conference, and then nothing ever came of it.
Bub Smith, Ken Lucas, we're ready. Big expiration of time tag match. And Ken
I didn't
Lucas
see Masters of the Universe. I saw the knockoff Master of the Universe.
He was being overpowered by the weight advantage of Bub. He just sidestepped him and let him move right on by. Tag on Rick, was giving away even more in terms of a weight advantage. But you see how this tough little fella handles him.
Tough little fella.
He just whips him over on that mare. Rick riding on him, going for the headlock, moves into a front face lock. Bub Smith still digging. Morton trying to get a cover. Not easy on a guy as big as Bub is. And Rick, with his size, he tags Ken. Lucas takes over with a side headlock on Smith. Tag on Wayne Hall. Colorado Springs moved into waistlock, and Kenny Lucas just whipped that side headlock on him before he could complete the
Bub
waistlock.
Smith.
Hall backs him up, fires to the rope, but the shoulder puts him down, and he's right back to the side headlock. Tag Rick Morton.
Oh, here he comes.
Woogie! Holding on. Rick Morton. By golly, he popped him right over and down on that deck. And Morton. Dandy prospect.
Kind of interesting.
Dandy prospect. Another standing side headlock. Obviously, Dave, Rick is never going to be 6'6" and weigh 260, but he is certainly considered a future prospect for the...
There you go. Ricky Morton is still alive, and Robert Gibson.
Well, he's done well. He's got a good amateur background, and as far as pure wrestling ability, he's one of the finest you'll see. He and Ken Lucas make a fine team because,
Bub.
Kenny has never claimed...
Wasn't Bub the name of the like, domesticated zombie in Day of the Dead?
To have the wrestling finesse. He's a street fighter. Boy, you put that finesse in Morton.
You wrestled in high school? Oh, no.
Together, and you've got yourself quite a team, and they do currently hold...
Did you actually, like, do matches and shit? That would be so weird.
belts. Wayne Hall in there now. Colorado Springs, Colorado. Whoa, Rick's shoulders roll down to the mat. Referee, though.
He seems pretty chill.
Trying to keep Bub Smith out on the apron where he belongs. I think Bub is just going to wander in there. Good headlock by Rick.
What a career, man. It's still going.
Off his feet. Rick giving away weight to Wayne Hall, too. Wayne goes about 230, 235, somewhere.
Like, there hasn't been, like, he's been a wrestler, like, my entire life. Like, this is in 80, so I was just barely alive. And Ricky Morton was already wrestling in Memphis. So, like, he's just always, he's like the Simpsons. He's just kind of, like, always been there.
In a neighborhood.
Rick uses good motion, and you watch him on these mares, Dave. He does two things. One, he starts pulling down with a head to get the direction going, and he kind of whips with a forward motion there to be able to move that much weight, or that much more weight than he has. And boy, tenacious.
What's up, Scott? Did you have to wear the, the little, what do they call them? The singlet?
Just right on it. Tag.
Did you get to choose, like, your singlet type? Could you have went with, like, an Andre, one strap? Yeah, Carrie. Yeah, we watch Carrie on Wednesdays on Juggalo Wrestling.
It's the wrestling world. When
By the way, I bought a bunch of Faygo cotton candy soda, and then I got high and forgot to drink any of it during the wrestling on Wednesday.
To win the Southern Tag titles came as a real upset, but we've said it before. I think while still a lot of people make them underdogs when they go into a match, I think they've proven they're for real.
No strap. You can take them. You can take the straps down, Lawler style. I think within the rules.
A luck fortunate set of guys.
What if you just took the singlet off and you went like Roman style?
Happened to win a championship one night. Referee telling Rick Morton, keep out of the hair, but he does it again.
What do you think about that as a defense? Like, say you're about to get into a fight with somebody and you're like not really sure you can win the fight. What about that for a defense strategy of just stripping all your clothes off? Do you think that would give you that little bit of an advantage to where maybe they would back out or would be freaked out or whatever?
Interesting counter to Hall, who was...
We watch JCW every Wednesday, probably for the foreseeable future. Sometimes we do longer streams, but we watch at least 2 episodes every week.
Had ideas twice of sending Rick flying into the ropes. He was going to whip
No more Jago juice.
Oh, my hand got stuck in his hair. Yeah. Son of a gun.
Wipe that shit off your face. All right, see you later, Boink Bot.
Big Bub run out, and Ken and Rick switch back and forth on Wayne Hall.
How you feeling? How you feeling? How you feeling? Wipe that shit off your face. Vito is great in JCW.
Oh, yes, sir. Just
Jago juice.
Speed he used on Bub. Bub was coming in, and he used his weight.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, you take it all off, not just the shirt. Like, maybe that's how you gain the advantage is you're both taking your shirt off, and then you just drop everything, you know?
Him right straight on over as he went down and under him.
Oh, when Bub hit that mat, it scored about a 6 on the Richter scale in that ring, I think.
Todd Morton.
That's
a deep cut.
On Wayne Hall, and Smith have been rather active in tagging in and out also.
Todd Morton was the guy in the late 80s, right? That like he even teamed, I think, with Ricky Morton at some points.
Ken Lucas, Wayne Hall, big knee, boom from Lucas on Wayne Hall.
Tricky Morton.
Over the shoulder, Rick Morton pulls the knee pad down, drops with the lower leg.
Uh-oh, he pulled the knee pad down.
2, but he didn't make it go. We're coming up on about 5.5 minutes in this first ball of action. Still.
Hey, Daninsky, did you hear that I might be, since I missed yesterday, like, I can kind of like swap time and stream tomorrow. We're thinking about doing a Alex Jones stream.
Time. Oh, rolled him over. He's got a cover, too, and Rick barely got that right shoulder up.
Greased up deaf mute guy.
Proved himself rather rugged customer there. Rick had him down and looked like maybe he had him in position for the 3 count, but couldn't do it.
And when Hall got the weight advantage on top of Rick,
Todd versus Todd Gordon.
Struggle there, just barely got that right shoulder up, almost dropped the first.
We watch Juggalo wrestling, and that's about it. I keep up with it just in case there's something I'm kind of interested in, but otherwise, no, not really.
Ball, but they're still in it. Reverse face lock. Rick has him chin locked securely in there, no choke. He's got it right on his chin. Hanging right on is Rick Morton with Wayne Hall battling at it. He tried Wayne, couldn't get him in about 3 attempts. Now he tags out to Ken Lucas. They're going to have to get him softened up a little.
MLW, I don't know, maybe. We really don't have room for any new wrestling. It's already like 3 days a week.
Bit more. And that's That's one way of softening him up.
One of the quickest ways.
Maybe as like a one-off sometime, we could watch like one of their bigger shows if it passes, but I like episodically, there's just no room for anything else. I got to keep a little bit of creative freedom open.
Kenny will get tough with you. You can count on it. Just make book. Pounds that head of Wayne Hall's into the turnbuckle. Tag on Rick Morton. Ooh, he nailed him with a knee. We're past the 7-minute mark in action, and now Rick going for it, pulls the leg up, 1, 2, but he cannot make it stick there. Another cover.
XPW.
1, 2.
XPW is on the schedule till we exhaust it. So I would say every company we're watching right now, we're going to be watching for like a long time. So it'll be a while before we can rotate something new in.
Loose again. Chin locks him from behind.
I can't imagine doing anything else on Friday mornings besides Memphis wrestling. I feel like we've been doing this for like 2 years now.
Thought Rick had him when he
yeah.
bowled him back in there and had the leg with the weight up on top. But Hall determined, kicking around. Drops with a leg, lower leg in the middle of the back on Wayne Hall. Referee checks for a choke. There is none. Just a good chin lock, reverse face lock he's got on him. Tag from Ken Lucas over to Rick Morton. Here's Lucas, put to the midsection. We're past the 8-minute mark. Wayne Hall with a forehand was going to tag Rick Morton. Our time is running out. We are out? No.
Yeah, this episode was kind of not the best.
I mean, the Rick 2, 3, and that's it. Okay, first ball, Lucas and Morton. We got to take time out. We'll be right back. We're going to be back in the ring with Channel 3's Championship Wrestling coming up in a moment. Hey, a quick reminder to you folks around Jasper,
Channel
Indiana,
3.
Next Thursday, July 17th, National Guard Armory Championship Wrestling comes your way. Now, Tuesday night, we talked about a little bit earlier. I want to continue on that one. That's the pole strap match where the strap is at the top of a 10-foot pole. Ring enclosed.
Strap on a
wire.
pole match.
Handsome Jimmy Valiant, Bill Dundee on one side, and on the other side, take a look at this. Paul Ellering, the big mercenary from Mannheim, Germany, Killer Karl Krupp.
Take note, Mr. Russell, and give me credit for imagination and intelligence. Look at my heart. Look at the physique of this man. Then I look at the physique of Mr. Dundee. Yes, he is a very athletic-looking young man, but I look at the physique of
Wow,
Mr.
listen to
Valiant.
this. I asked the AI what it thought about my coverage of Memphis wrestling, and it said, Mark Fusion, a notable professional wrestling video essayist. Thank you for that. And content creator on platforms like YouTube, covers Memphis wrestling through a deep dive, historical, and storytelling focused lens. Instead of strictly reviewing current weekly shows, he explores the roots, territories, and cultural impact that shaped modern wrestling. Wow. Rather than standard play-by-play recaps, he dives into why the territory was so significant. He often discusses the mechanics of tape trading, the heavy influence of Memphis on modern wrestling, and how territories acted as a respected incubator for wrestling talent. Very high IQ AI.
Street, Mr. Valiant, and I wonder where Mr. Dundee's athletic intelligence has gone to. This
Jim
small,
Janik?
tall drink of water that prances around the ring like he's 98 cents short of a dollar. He is screaming about the strap match. My good friend, Mr. Paul Ellering, will be waiting at
The Mark
bottom
Twain
the
of
pole,
wrestling.
and I will be tossing our opponent to watch him. And I'll say, catch Mr. Ellering. Here comes Dundee, Mr. Ellering. Catch
Mr. Ellering.
Here comes Big Bird from Sesame, handsome Jimmy Valiant. And when we get the strap off the top of the pole, all hell will break loose.
Hey, Paul Ellering, Killer Karl Krupp. Of course, manager Jimmy Hart will be out there, but the ring will be enclosed in wire. The strap on the pole. You be there too.
Strap on the pole, gents.
You've used all the time. You've used all the time. So we can't bring them back in for another fall, as a matter of fact. And the first one's going to go to Ken Lucas and Rick Morton.
We will if I live long as I don't die, we'll watch Continental for sure.
And son of a gun, that obviously.
You're talking about the Fuller Continental, right?
Means that with no time left, they've got the match.
They've got the winner. That's
yes,
right.
We've got to get going. We hope maybe. You'll make it a point to be with us next week. For Dave Brown, Lance Russell saying bye-bye, everybody.
All right, this is the very next week's show. I think it's the 19th. Reflection is done. I think Reflection's DJ even shut down. I think the Janiks have finally bowed out of the Chicopee wedding band scene.
Hello again, everybody. Lance Russell and Dave Brown right along ringside. And by golly, we're ready to go with another week of championship wrestling action, Davey.
Well, I tell you, opening match of the day, we're going to have the Manurians in here. They'll have the managers
from India. That sounds
going
interesting.
Against Joe Stark and Mike Maroney. Then we will have Sonny King, Tony Boyles in action today. Also, Ken Lucas, Rick Morton teaming up against Buddy Wayne and David Oswald. And if we have time for it, and I hope we do, we're going to have Carl Fergie and Eddie Gilbert teamed up to go against Killer, Carl Krupp, and El Mongo.
Boy, there's a big tag team together, and Carl Krupp and El Mongo, a couple of Jimmy Hart's charges in there, and going
couple
against
of Jimmy
Carl Fergie
Harts.
and Eddie Gilbert. So we'll be looking forward to having that one in there. In addition to that, Dave, we've got some excerpts in time. We didn't get the entire 22 minutes and 4 seconds that the match took, but we do have a good portion of a World Heavyweight Championship match. You know, Billy Robinson just back from Japan and a tour over there successfully defending his CWA World Heavyweight title. He took on the Muscle Man from Melrose, Paul Ellering.
The Muscle Man from Melrose. That's a great name.
A dynamite match. We'll have more to say about all of the action, and we'll get to it. Come up in just one moment. Don't you dare go away. We mentioned a little bit earlier on the opening in there that we do have a videotape.
Oh, and don't forget, I will be back later this afternoon to watch our first ever episode of Hee-Haw.
The World Heavyweight match that took place between champion Billy Robinson and challenger Paul Ellering. This took place in the Mid-South Coliseum.
Somebody
in Memphis,
say fired
Tennessee,
up.
And I got to tell you, Dave, this is one
about Chicopee now.
One time that I have really got to say that I wish that every wrestling fan throughout the entire area had the opportunity to be right there and see it. It was
we watched
tremendous match.
Dick the Bruiser show later on, and
there's a lot of things about Paul
in his booking, and oh man, they were rough.
That I'm not always that pleased with, and manager Jimmy Hart to boot. But, boy, I will tell you what. Billy Robinson, I talked to Billy after the match was over with, and he had nothing to say, but, boy, that was a tough one, man.
No relation. Dave Brown is not AI.
Right now. Billy Robinson, the World Heavyweight Champ, defending against Paul Ellering, the big muscle man from Melrose.
Melrose Muscle Man.
Has been...
He had a weird gimmick in Mid-South.
Not in control, but certainly has been the lead aggressor.
When did the first episode of Hee-Haw air? I think it was 69. I could be wrong, though. ATF would know. We're going to watch the first and second episodes, and then if everything goes okay with... As long as we can stream them, I don't care after the fact if we get claims or whatever, but as long as we can actually stream them, because they're filled with copyrighted music, obviously, but as long as we can get through the stream, I don't mind keeping it going as an occasion, not as a weekly show, but like an occasional one.
4 or 5 minutes. Now Robinson's waist locked in.
Oh, was it 67?
Ball hanging on, mangling Billy's face with those powerful arms. Look at Robinson. Takes him back in a suplex.
Police report several injuries.
35 pounds.
Oh, I forgot. This is on like they're running like a news thing underneath of there. I thought it was part of the wrestling angle. I was like, oh wow, this is really detailed.
From that position.
Oh no, not the Illinois Central Gulf train exploded. What?
This could be it.
3 other cars left the track.
I thought he might have.
The tankers contained acrylic nitrate and some propane. And some propane, I tell you what. Police advise remaining clear of the area. I feel like Hee Haw, I think it'll go, unless it's just a complete, you know, everybody hates watching it, but I think it kind of has a vibe of content we normally would watch. We like variety shows here.
And Ellering won't give it up.
We like music.
Takes him up, puts him down.
Woo, that was good looking. Check this out.
Takes him up,
Oh.
puts him down. Uh-oh. Billy hurt
It
his
looked
leg.
better the first time because I was paying attention to the back, not his leg, but it still looked good.
His leg was not set when he came down, and he dropped that big form of Ellering on the side. Hart saying, go after the leg. We've passed the 15-minute mark.
Dave Brown is a red-pilled alpha, Chad. Is that true?
He's going for a single crab here. He gets him over, but Robinson still with his shoulder up. He's battling him. Referee asking Billy, you want to give it up? You can better believe with that big, beautiful belt at stake, he's not going to give it up easy.
The triple B.
Ellering lifts him straight up.
Trump
off the
stole that
board,
from the
slams
Jarretts.
him
Big
back
Beautiful.
down. Now he locks him
We've
in the
watched
knee.
midget wrestling, and I ended up getting in trouble for it. It got taken down by a lot of the old midget footage is owned by AWA for some reason. So like WWE claims all of it.
Billy gets to the rope.
But I wouldn't mind. Maybe we can watch like Extreme Dwarfinators or something.
Ellering on the break kicks him.
Is who a big bag? It was a really funny video though, because it was really mean-spirited and it was like racist. It was very bizarre for a midget wrestling video. But yeah, I mean, I'm open to it, of course.
The referee warning Ellering about holding on to the rope. Now he springs that leg. Robinson. Back on his feet. He's trying to protect that leg. You can see Ellering going for it. Finally on the third leg dive, he grabs him. Buckles Robinson down. Puts it around his head and look at him squeeze it. Ooh. Power this guy has in those arms. He's using his own neck. He's pulling it right around
He's using his own neck.
in there, and Ellering has got the strength to do it.
True.
Billy
Bob Clark.
Robinson battling him, trying to
Roy
hold
Clark.
it
No,
up,
Bob
and
Clark's the guy that made
Ellering
Black
really
Christmas.
putting on a tremendous effort to take away this world title.
Thank
Billy
you for
Robinson
the happy poop, Humble King. Is that dedicated to ATF Media?
has been in trouble for about the last 9 minutes. Robinson waist locks him, takes him back. Ellering has some of the pressure.
I love Archie
and now
Bunker.
he gets out of it. Billy. As Ellering swung at him, he missed him. Goes for that single leg dive again, dumps him out, kicks one on the leg as Robinson on the apron, and a referee trying to get in between and back.
Hey, ATF. You like pick its leg up like a referee does to a wrestler's arm, and you drop the leg, and then you drop it the last time, and it goes like, kicks you.
Back Ellering up.
ATF Media Humble King, it's me, says he would like to have a truce with you. He wants you to unblock him.
Robinson's part, I'd take the full at least 9 count or 8 count.
Kangaroo world.
Get that circulation back in that leg. Billy up on the ring apron, starts through, and immediately Ellering right.
This is like when somebody offers their hand in wrestling and the other person's like looking around to the crowd and
Robinson firing at him. They're exchanging.
Mexican bandits playing it.
Billy put him down, but he didn't have the strength in his leg to hold him into it. Side headlock. Ellering picked him up, dropped him on it. Robinson hurt.
One of my favorites is whenever he says, I may not agree with what you say, but I'll fight to the death to not to have to listen to it.
We're coming up on the 20-minute mark.
Another one is where he says you can take a gift horse to the water, but you can't look in its mouth.
Once again, Ellering going for the leg.
Red Fox had a bunch of good ones too on Sanford and Son.
Look at Billy. Monkey flips him. Misses the leg dive, grabs it. Billy can only react so many times in a row. Ellering has really hurt him with that leg. Look at that spin move. Around behind, waist locks him.
Oh.
Ellering going for it. Kicks Billy back, and Ellering caught in the face.
Didn't he also make I was thinking about it when I said Black Christmas. Didn't he also make A Christmas Story?
Behind, waist locks him, pulls the leg up, dumps him down, and now he's sitting.
Oh man, remember that guy Bob Crane though, Daninsky? Bob Crane is a little more Fusion Studios speed.
Once again, Ellering in control.
I don't like videos of like with animals in them ordinarily. They make me too anxious.
Paul Ellering with that toe hold on. He sits back on it. Robinson trying to work his way out of it. Ellering moves the hold and bars the leg. He's another guy. I mean, that's another thing that this guy can do that not many people can.
Yeah, Bob Crane, what a life that guy had.
Using that wile of his. Banged him. Comes off the rope with
Damn, bro.
Banged him. Comes off the rope with a forearm. The referee indicating legal.
There's a great movie about Bob Crane called what was it called? Autofocus, I think.
Trying to pick Ellering up for a slam, but his leg just too weak. He's going to have to get it another way. Right on the ropes over there, the referee breaks it up, and Ellering backed up as Billy underneath the rope. Super championship defense by Billy Robinson. He's been in trouble much of the match, but using that cunning that he has and that great wrestling ability.
Yeah, he was definitely a gooner.
Has not caved it in as many wrestlers would have. He stayed right in there and battled him.
I didn't really mind flying, but I feel the same way about it as I do about a Ferris wheel. I just am pretty much just mentally consumed with like thinking about it being over. You know, just like wait. I'm not like, I don't enjoy it at all. I'm just waiting for it to end, but I don't get like really super anxious or anything.
Ellering caught the surfboard on his feet.
Your dad looked like Bob Crane.
Billy trying to plant his hand and pull his arms back.
No, I would never do teleportation. There's no way that it's still you on the other side. Like it will be you, but like your consciousness will be gone. It'll be like a new version of you. You know what I mean? I don't think you could pass physical objects maybe, but not like the human spirit, you know?
Ellering airplanes him around. Now he's got Billy.
It's a great movie.
Robinson picks him over and moves it beautiful.
Yeah, I don't mind. I like astral projection. But you're not, again, you're sending your consciousness into the spiritual realm, which is different. Unless they could figure out how to move your body through the physical realm and then your mind through the, you know, through the spiritual realm.
Away he had in the first couple of minutes of the bout. Robinson hooks these legs up.
Maybe you could, maybe it's easier when you're in the God zone.
Got in for a 1-2-3 and 22:04. The challenge of Paul Ellering comes to an end by a great win by Billy Robinson.
Would I teleport into the RV? No. I wouldn't teleport. I feel like that's a hard red line, or like a, you know, hard line moment. Like I would not want to teleport.
I still get the chills, man, looking at that son of a guy. You know, you take a guy like Robinson, and that is the reason why he's the world heavyweight champion. There's no question about it. Ellering, with all the things that you can say negative about him or anything you want to say, the guy is so tremendously strong. He's in such great shape that in Billy, I took Billy to the airport after, and as I told you earlier, we were talking on the thing, and Billy said there were a couple of instances where he thought he had the opportunity on
His
it.
head was on
but
backwards,
Ellering was
my
just
God.
so strong, and he'd weakened the leg to where he couldn't take advantage of the thing. And what he did was he used what he had, and that was that cunning and that ability and that wile in there. And that move he put to get those shoulders down was just unbelievable. And I
Have any of you ever tried to like consciously meet up with somebody in the astral realm or no? Like you never done that or have done that?
That when you stop and think how young Ellering is, and how relatively limited experience as a professional
Who lives in their
wrestler,
car?
and how
Oh,
far
Grace.
he's gone in there. There's no doubt about it. Boy, well, what can I say? I thought it was a super match, and we had to share it with everybody on Championship Wrestling. And that isn't all of it. We got a bunch. Stay around. We're going to be back.
No. Hold on. We're getting twisted here. We're playing the phone game. Bob, I don't think has anybody blocked. Humble King It's Me is currently one of many people blocked by ATF Media, and It's Me is he sent a happy poop emoji sticker or whatever as a peace offering to ATF Media because he likes shit and farts.
Coming up in just a moment. We're going to be back in the ring in a moment. Got so doggone much to
Sweat
talk
Lodge.
about the Gardens next Tuesday night, but I do want to remind you folks tonight in Greensburg, Kentucky, Handsome Jimmy's going to be there. Carl Fergie will be there. Sonny King, Paul Ellering. Thursday night, July the 31st, Cannleton, Indiana. The Superstar will be there. El Mongol will be there. Dr. Bill Irwin, Killer Carl Krupp, and it should be big nights in both of those towns. You be sure and be there. That's Greenburg tonight. All right, how about Tuesday night? Now, quickly, I want to tell you, there will be a double elimination tag match in which there will be a total of 6 teams. Killer Carl Krupp, Dr. Bill Irwin, the Manurians with Sputnik Monroe, El Mongol and Sonny
Makes
King,
it easier to
Handsome
what?
Jimmy and Carl Fergie, Ken Lucas and Rick Morton, Tojo Yamamoto and Eddie
Oh,
Gilbert,
I'm not
all
doing that.
in this tournament that will determine who will get the
I'm just on a lot of, I would just get on a lot of drugs and then I would try to connect with someone else that was on a lot of drugs.
Southern Division shot
In the astral
CWA
realm.
World Tag Title. Now, we'll tell you about the rest of the card in just a moment.
You know what? We could go meet up with Jimmy because in the spiritual realm, he's rich as hell. So he's probably got like a mansion and shit in the spiritual realm. I, on the other hand, I'm homeless in the spiritual realm.
Lucas and Rick Morton about
I'm living
that.
on I'm couch
Southern
surfing.
Heavyweight or Southern Tag Team Champions. And here's a shot, Ken, that if you can survive it, and how does it work? I understand double elimination, but how's it going to work?
Well, the teams keep going in the ring, Lance, until a man is eliminated twice. And he's got to lose twice, and then he leaves. And
Thank you for the gold coin, Scott.
Very hard tag team, and there's a lot of good competition in this tag team, and everybody be going out to get that world title chance, you know. But I feel that myself and Ricky, not bragging, we stay in very good shape, and we do a lot of
Not bragging.
loose exercise and everything to keep ourselves limber and fast, and I think that's going to pay off in this tournament.
Well, it's one of those things, Rick. I would think that conditioning has got to have a lot to do with it because, as I understand it, you just keep going, right? It's one continuous piece of
Young
action
Morton
until
promo.
there's only one team that hadn't been eliminated twice.
Yeah, that's right, Lance. You can get as much as 9 matches out of it. But I like to say, me and Kim, we're going to give it our best shot when we get in there.
we'll be looking
Well,
for
great.
Rick Morton and Ken Lucas, two of the gentlemen who will be in that big tag match. You be there Tuesday night. The
Be
Gardens.
there.
Don't miss it. Okay, right now we want to take the opportunity to bring in here for just a moment. You saw the world heavyweight title between.
Would you guys want to watch sometime one of my favorite streams of all time, the Truthfully Trisha stream? If I could salvage it, would you guys want to watch it live, knowing that like I'd have to delete it. I couldn't leave it up as a VOD.
Paul Ellering challenging Billy Robinson, the world heavyweight champ.
True, in the spiritual realm, I'm broke as hell.
I think of note is the fact, and obviously you're looking at.
Wow,
the
look at this
man.
shit.
Paul Ellering has what he has been looking for, and that is a return.
Hey, Jimmy Hart, baby.
In Southern heavyweight shot. He with manager Jimmy Hart out here. And Paul and Jimmy, I wanted to get you out here. I will get all the comments that you have to say. I know that it was an unusual event, and I'll get all the things that you have to say about this return Southern heavyweight title match. But first, if you will, just stand here and listen with me to the comments of Superstar.
If you don't like Truthfully Trisha, I don't know what to tell you. No, I mean, Trisha would probably be at the top of Olympus at Fusion Studios if she didn't hate me so much.
Bill Dundee, who is...
And yes, I am banned in her chat, despite her promises that she wasn't going to get into drama this time.
The champion, the Southern heavyweight champ. Bill had these comments.
I just told you that I was going to do Catch a Predator. Didn't you ask? You were literally the only person who asked for Hee Haw, and I made it happen. But I am definitely doing a Hall of Shame episode soon. I've been working on a playlist.
To make regarding the Southern heavyweight title match coming up with Paul Ellering.
Bill, the title match has been signed. I know all the requirements must met with your satisfaction because you signed the contract.
Oh, I love
this. I know
this.
that you wanted Ellering to put his hair on the line. He didn't do this, and I'd just like to ask you what brought about the changes where you decided to give Ellering the title match.
Well, Ed, Paul Ellering's been going around town. He's been going all every place he goes. He
Eddie Marlin.
He's a 7-day wonder. He said Bill Dundee couldn't beat me 2 times in a row and everything. And I guess he's saying it loud enough and long enough that people are starting to come up to me and say, Bill, are you scared of Ellering? Do you think you can beat him 2 times in a row?
And by the way, everything that's in that Truthfully Trisha video hasn't been available in probably over a year. Like, she took everything down and does not hardly ever repost anything.
The reason I signed it, he's just going around saying that, next time he wrestles me, he's going to beat me, and I just don't think he can.
Lost
Bill,
media.
Paul Ellering had the belt quite a while. He was a tough champion.
This is how George Dorunda interviewed the people who photographed Nuremberg.
And all of his press statements and press releases and his interviews,
I know, he's just so chill.
His face has never been busted open by a wrestler, and
he's never been busted open by a wrestler.
Going to happen. He's the tough, and the men can't get to him. And we just want to ask you, how's your feeling on that?
Well,
I'm going to ask Jeff Jarrett on his next live show, instead of the jobber rat question, I could put that at the end. I want to know what was it about the basement promos that they were always so good? Basement promos, good. That will be enough for me to remember, hopefully.
The facts speak for themselves. It's true, he hasn't. He's never had his eye busted. He's never had his nose broke. He hasn't had nothing like that happen to him. But just let me refresh your memory. I'll take you back a couple of years. There was a boxer by the name of Muhammad Ali. He used to go around saying, I'm the prettiest, I'm the greatest, I'm the best. Nobody can mark my face. Nobody can do nothing. Then along came Ken Norton and broke his jaw. So I think the facts speak for themselves. If you get the right punch, it'll do the damage, brother. I'm going to try to do.
Well, Bill, when we got together and signed the contract, Ellering made a lot of brags, and we know that Ellering seemed like he's come to his heyday in the last few weeks. He
made a lot of brags.
The toughest match I've seen Billy have since he was a champion. He made a lot of brags at the signing, and me, myself, I just hope they don't come true.
Well, that's true, Ed. I stood and I watched that match, and Paul Ellering did give Billy Robinson a tough match. Now, you can't take nothing off him. Robinson's a great champion, but Paul Ellering, well, see, to win the championship match, there's one thing you got to do. You got to pin the guy in the mat. 1, 2, 3. When you're the champion.
After he told you that after he apologized for being mad about the ginseng, did he explain the reason that he was upset is because he had been taking Panax ginseng?
There's a lot of ways you can keep it. Now, all I can say to Paul Ellering is he's not going to take the belt.
Well, I hope that the honesty will rub off on the two gentlemen that I am standing here with. Dundee was honest enough to say...
It's not about the money, baby.
I'll be honest, Lance Muscle.
Smoking a cigarette could cost you $50,000, baby.
For all my lady friends out there, Lance Russell. I've been in love, girls. I've been in love for a long time. Ask me how long, Lance Muscle.
How long, Paul?
Ever since I saw my reflection in my baby bathwater. You know, Lance Muscle, if I could find somebody.
F-Wood is gone. Cody Turbo has left us. Oh my God, thank you, Electric Buddha. Eclectic, but I always want to say electric. You're excited for Hee Haw. Haw hype has been pretty underground, but it's there, yeah. I feel like I would have never thought of it if ATF hadn't said it, but like once he said it, I was like, Hee Haw, and then I was like, well, wait a minute, that kind of makes sense. Thank you, man. I appreciate that greatly, dude.
Who loves me
very
as
generous.
Much as I love myself. I would marry that lady on the...
Fresh ginseng is $900 a pound? Wow.
Yeah, well, that's very impressive, Paul. Very impressive. I think that you know that Bill Dundee is one of these guys who just doesn't give up. He beat you for the title. Now, however you want to look at it, Bill Dundee is the Southern Heavyweight Champion.
I don't know. I mean, I don't think anyone should stress about it. I think sometimes people just, you know, just move on, you know.
And he's man enough to come back and defend it against you.
You know.
Oh my God, Eclectic Buddha, thank you, man, for the... Oh, look at that, right at... Oh my gosh, dude, what a pull you got. Salty Dog, that's a good one, but you got Tyrone Church, Grace, my wife. What a pull. Oh my God, this is an incredible pack. Reptilian Richard Ramirez, Tony Macaroni. You got Envy Girls, the HFF hater. Oh, look at that. Talk about a blast from the past. Pont Flair, remember him? And Christopher Zen. I think that's a Grace viewer. Wow, thank you, Eclectic Buddha. What a pack of pulls you got there, too. Tyrone Church, what a grab.
You know what Bill Dundee did after he stole the...
Seriously, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that.
...belt. He went on a safari, Lance Russell. He went to Africa to beg a lion. And
he went to Africa to beg a lion.
Lance Muscle, he begged and he begged and he begged for the lion to please go away. Look what I got here, Lance Russell. Look at this here. Look, fans, this is a Mr. Bill doll.
You're with Fusion Studios. Yeah, I get that. But, you know, some people, he's been around for a pretty long time. I mean...
That's right. That's what I got here. I got a Mr. Bill doll.
Yeah, Pont Flair was around for a long time. And then he kind of... I don't think he left over any issues. I think, though, he was just slowly phasing out, like, spending so much time on YouTube.
What do you think of that, Lance Muscle? Now, this little Bill, this Mr. Bill dog can talk. And do you know what
Mr. Bill? Remember Mr. Bill?
Bill, what he has to say to Mr.
Oh,
Paul.
no.
Let's ask Mr. Bill. Well, Mr. Bill, how do you feel since you've become the champion? Well, I feel real bad, Lance Russell. I feel real bad, Lance.
Oh, I tried to comment on a Durunda video saying that you wanted more was sung. YouTube will be getting suspicious. No, they sent me like an email and like a thing in YouTube Studio, like congratulating me on my community building skills.
Because I stole the belt. I stole the belt from Paul.
Oh yeah, Sluggo.
Lance Muscle right from Mr. Bill's mouth. He stole the belt. Now, Mr. Bill, who is your hero? Well, Mr. Paul, you're my hero. You're so big and I'm so small. I wish I was as big as you, Mr. Paul. Mr. Bill, do you know what you're saying? Oh, yes, I do, Mr. Paul. You're my hero. I love you. I wish I was just like you, Mr. Paul. Well, Mr. Bill, do you know what I'm going to do?
This is a really interesting creative choice.
Our wrestling match. No, Mr. Paul, please don't hurt me. Please don't hurt me. No, Mr. Paul, don't take my leg. No.
See, can't you see Cornette, if that happened now, being like, Brian? And then this guy comes out here with these effeminate sunglasses. And you know what he does, Brian? He pulls the leg off of a Play-Doh doll. Phony.
No, my arm don't go that way. Don't twist my arm that way.
Have you ever seen him in Mid-South, Eclectic Buddha? He has a real weird character in Mid-South a few years after this.
Look at Mr. Bill now. He don't have an arm and he don't have a leg. What do you say now, Mr. Bill? No, Mr. Paul. Somebody slam me, Mr. Paul. No.
What a wild segment.
You mean nothing to me, Dundee. All I want is you. The belt is immaterial. All I want is you.
Paul Ellering, a little carried away.
I mean, the crowd seemed to really like it. Lance seemed completely confused, but the crowd was into it. Whether it was good for him as a heel, I don't know, because I feel like they were kind of liking it. You know, they were like finding it entertaining. You've never seen any Mid-South? Oh my God. I watch it over on Twitch every once in a while. Oh my God, I love Mid-South.
Scrap. You can bet on that. You know Dundee well enough to know that he's not going to give it up. I'll give the credit to the big muscle man and his ability. He certainly has proven that. It'll be quite a bout when they get together. Dundee
what a weird
to it.
segment.
Paul Ellering is waiting to take it. We're going to take our time out and be back with more wrestling action coming up on Championship Wrestling in just one moment.
A one-fall, 15-minute time limit match. Introducing on the right of your screen at a total of 458 pounds from Arkansas, Joe Stark. From Memphis, Tennessee, Mike Moroney. Going against him at a total of...
Now we'll get to see Daninsky's boy Stark again against the Manurians with Sputnik Monroe.
482 pounds from Manchuria with their manager, Sputnik Monroe, the Manchurians.
You think Rocco was getting payback for what happened to Mr. Bill?
This match, one fall, 15-minute time limit. Referee Jerry Jarrett.
Didn't he have the doll on the front of the motorcycle when they came out at like WrestleMania?
Okay, very large Manchurians. Stocky, hard to beat, going against the young team of Joe Stark and Mike Moroney. Jerry Calhoun says, ring it, we rang it. Here we go, David.
VH1 needs to do the reflection behind the music episode. Unfortunately, I think you not only have seen what will be the only attempt at that, but you probably watched it live as well. My take on it. I would like to see it, but I don't know. Speaking of retrospective documentaries, Jared Cohn, the director of Locked Up, he's in. He said we can do multiple interviews. We're going to talk about Locked Up, but we're also going to talk about Jailbait and Halloween Pussy Trap. So my next step then is I'm going to reach out to Kelly and tell her that I'm already got Jared locked in on the project, and then I think she'll come on board. And even if we don't get anybody else, if we've got those two, like that's enough to make at least a hour-long probably documentary.
Sputnik. What's the Manchurian over there?
Would be great to hear them try to cope about the later year whenever they had which by the way, we're only 5 episodes from the end of the show, and have we even seen the new Reflection yet? I feel like that's really slow. It's way deeper into the series than I remember.
Stark and Moroney with their work cut out for them. Manchurian pushing down on the mat.
Dave Barcelo is hailed as a hero now for being an anti-stealing art advocate. Remember that article that was titled, "To Me, Chickpeas, Dave Barcelo is a Hero"?
Mayer by the Manchurian over to the corner, gets the tag.
No
Here
algae.
comes the other one in. Couple of rugged guys. We've seen them a couple of times before.
You know what I didn't know in all the time of hearing about this story is that while they were working on it, they drove the fucking entire motorcade over it. That's the craziest shit I've ever heard. Like who in the world thought that would be like a good idea? Or was it just like aura farming? Like, oh, we're driving in the reflection pool. Like, I didn't know that was a thing until like last night.
Manchurian finding himself in trouble.
Man, we're gonna have a Locked Up documentary, collab with Shira Shira on the wall. It's gonna be a crazy summer at Fusion Studios. Yeah, in the early days, like I think it's me would monitor my smoke intake.
2 minutes gone in this one. Maroney and Stark make the exchange.
It's just relaxing for me. It's like muscle memory taking a hit, and I feel like I can also, like, if I was smoking a joint, I would waste half of it because I get like distracted by chat or the matches, and like I feel like I like one hits because you can like dial in where you want to be at.
Manchurians make a tag.
I don't know much, but I know I love you. That one? What's that guy's name? Tom Casey?
Manchurian with a chokehold. Referee Jerry Calhoun trying to physically remove him. Manchurian on the throat. Referee finally gets him backed away. Back into the ring. Oh, chop. He put him on the mat, followed with a stomp.
Now, if I wanted to like just absolutely start to get high, I could smoke like bowl. I would, but then even then, like I feel like, I don't know. I've smoked bowls on here sometimes, but I just like the one hitter. It's like comfort. It's like ritualistic for me.
A couple of times. Manchurians make a tag. Manager Sputnik Monroe
I'm known as the
seated in
one
the
hit.
corner,
I'm known as a
improving.
one hitter
Count is
guy.
one. Manchurian picks him up by the hair at the 1 count.
Chuck Mangione.
3 minutes into the action. A 1-fall 15-minute time.
How does that song start? Is that the one that goes like, "Look at me now"? I can't remember that one. I'm gonna become a stand-up comedian.
Put across the throat. Referee starts the count. That broke the choke.
Megalomart. Uwe Ball Bowl.
Manchurian just hanging on.
I don't know if you guys know how public libraries work, but like if you don't, some of them are kind of aggressive. You think of them as like archives, but they're honestly not, like, and they shouldn't be viewed that way because they're constantly, like, if a book gets destroyed, it may not get replaced. Like, even if you pay the money, it doesn't mean that they're going to actually use that money to replace that book. So like there's constant pruning, and some librarians are like extremely strict about it because they're always wanting to keep a rotation. So, but like typically if something gets checked out like on an even like semi kind of regular basis, like every year or a couple years, it'll stay in the system. And one year I did a project where I checked out every Uwe Ball movie from like every branch that I could, and that way like every Uwe Ball movie would be safe in the libraries, and I got a retweet from him about it. But I think he got banned from Twitter. I don't know if he still is or not, but I remember when there was like a big controversy and he got suspended.
Mike Maroney, Joe Stark.
I don't remember that one, ATF.
Giving away weight, giving away experience. Boy, the Manurians using it to their full advantage here.
I can't do a bong. I don't know. I'm just not into it.
We're about 4.5 minutes into the action.
I have a few like kind of elaborate bowls, I guess, but like I can't do a bong. It's too complicated. Some of them do, yeah. I mean, it just depends.
Manurian got a hold on. Whoop.
I donate like pretty much anything that I own. Like after I watch it, as far as like movies or books, I'll watch it and then I'll typically review it and then I'll just donate it to the library.
Broke out of it there.
So it's good to have somebody that's like overseeing that area that like is open to, you know, putting interesting stuff out. But if it's donated, typically you have a little bit more leeway because then they don't have to justify spending the money.
Rocks down with that upper part of the arm, across the chest. There's the tag.
Right, like one-hitters are so low maintenance, you just fucking pipe clean them, and then if you get fed up at a certain point, just drop them in some alcohol.
Manurians tagging in and out at will.
This might be a controversial opinion, but I also really dislike where those machines that put it into the bag, and then you like huff it out of the bag. I always thought that was so tacky. Like it just seemed really like, you know, people, it just looked like you're huffing paint or something. Just the whole concept of it. But that's supposed to be like the most efficient use of flour.
Maroney in there for a long time.
Get you some something, throw it in the pan, light it up. Quick cleans it, man.
The Manurians wrap the hands around the throat and choke.
Volcanoes, there you go, yeah. I don't care for those. Yeah, exactly. And I think, again, like for me anyway, like the one hits and bowls are more of like just they're like, it's part of the ritual for me. So I guess maybe if you like huffing stuff out of a plastic bag, like you can do it, but I couldn't get into it.
Maroney off the rope. Manurian with a spear. He just tagged by the Manurian.
Oh yeah, it's really efficient use. There's like pretty much zero waste.
Yeah, 1, 2. Joe Stark trying to help. Can't do it. Count of 3. Stark jumped in there to try to help his partner and save the 3 count, but the Manurian.
I mean, I like to vape too, but I really don't do it very often because I don't know. I just end up with ones that clog, so I just kind of get frustrated and then not buy one for like a month.
Pretty well camped there, and the 3 count.
I'm not bullying. I'm saying it's not for me.
Sputnik Monroe in the ring. Oh, he's happy.
Plus, I knew this real bitch that used one, and I think that really mentally soured me because I couldn't fucking stand her. Like it just made me sick just thinking about it. I'm getting sick just thinking about her right now.
Ring there. Boy, he was worked over a long, long time. Joe Stark started. He was in there for a couple of minutes, and then Maroney the rest of the way. 6:03 the time on it. The Manurians get the win.
You know, that's bad combination when you get a couple of guys as stout as the Manurians are and as prone to administer the punishment, and you put them together with a mind like Sputnik Monroe when he wants to be, and boy, he wants to. He's got visions of Sugar Plum Fairies and world titles and all that kind of thing.
Sugar Plum
in there.
Fairies.
You saw it. The Manurians end up with a victory. Sputnik Monroe's team. And we got more wrestling action coming up. We're going to take time out. We'll be back to it in just a moment.
I really like to vape. I just have terrible luck. I feel like indicas taste terrible unless they've got fruit terpenes in them, typically. And then I always end up getting clogged.
Championship Wrestling continues here in the ring in just a moment. Listen, next Tuesday night at the Gardens, I need really about 15 minutes to talk about it, but I do want...
What's up, Greg, buddy? The vape is not the same takeoff for you. Yeah, for me, I can't really... The high, if I was only vaping, wouldn't be very good. But like if I'm already high from a different method and then I vape on top of it, I feel like it's like a, you know, like a good side dish.
I want to tell you this, in addition to the
especially for maintenance
tournament matches that will be held in there, and those son of a guns will
God
go
is
on
watching.
forever. They
Hell
will
yeah.
be great continuous action.
God
there will be
is
a midget men's
watching,
match, and that'll be Cowboy Lang against Little Tokyo.
Ooh,
and
Cowboy Lang. Speaking of midget wrestling.
of course, the Southern Heavyweight title match.
I don't think we'll get to see that on TV, though. I don't think they show the women or the... he looks like Donald Sutherland in Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Ooh.
Paul Ellering, the muscle man from Melrose, will be trying to regain his title from superstar Bill Dundee. You heard from both of them. Let me explain to you just a little on the Southern Division Tag Elimination Tournament. All 6 teams will be out at the ring at one time. They will by lot start out 1 and 2, and they will go from there, and the action will be continuous. Each team stays there until they have lost 2 matches. Then they go back to the dressing room. It continues until there is the winner. You'll want to be there Tuesday.
You keep them on 4V and use the preheat mode. What if it's just like a... What if... I'm talking... Well, that could be too... You're having better luck because it sounds like you're using carts. I usually get disposables because I end up losing them.
Finally got his boots laced before he got in the ring one time. Let's have the official introductions. Davey?
One fall.
I've talked about it before, but I knew a girl in real life that would... I don't know if she made them or if she bought them from somebody, but they were like homemade vapes. I couldn't tell you what was in them. I don't think we ever discussed it. She just had them, so I smoked them. But she would drive me around sometimes, and we'd go to like different stores and shit and just smoke this homemade vape and just, talk shit. But it was I don't know what was in them, but it was absolutely nuts. It would make her like hyper violent. And then I thought everything was just like super funny.
15-minute time limit match from Arkansas at 100.
Marvin Hagler.
Right of your screen, Tony Boyle.
I thought it was
Call, Louisiana,
Isaac Hayes.
242 pounds. On the left of your screen, Sonny King. This match one fall, 15-minute time limit. Referee Paul Morton.
Bell time. We're ready for the Sonny King.
Oh my God, Louis Gossett
Sonny would
Jr.
be the heavy favorite here. Heavy in the fact of what is it, about 254 or something like that,
Yeah,
260 or what?
Well, I have him at 242.
242.
Today,
Boy, I'll tell you, he is a big 242. Anyway.
Angel Dust. Like I said, I really don't know. She would just be like, "Do you want to hit this vape?" And I'd be like, "Yeah." And then you could tell it was like a homemade vape, but I don't know what was actually in it.
Sonny King going against a youngster in there.
It was whatever it was great though.
Really have enjoyed watching him.
She would just get into it with fucking everybody. People at stoplights. She would storm into places and just start shit with people, and then she'd get chased out. She was a lot of fun to hang out with.
He's developed right here on Championship Wrestling, Tony Boyles, Dave, and Sonny. Dangerous. Boy, this guy... He really, you can see the size of it.
Oh, you're on the McHammer episode?
Don't get to the point where you say, Tony Boyles, he can't. Look at Sonny Turney in there. Moves like that, you say,
what douche
Boyles
chills? That's like one of the greatest
quit.
reflection performances, top 5 for sure.
He takes his lumps, but boy, look at him go after Sonny.
Why would I want to be around? Well, what do you think? She was just like the real life version of people that we watch. She's a neat person. I don't know.
Battler, all right.
Boy, I believe it. And this is a one-fall, 15-minute time limit.
She was fun to talk to, and she's just a real interesting person.
You better be careful now, Sonny.
She looked like she kind of looked like Tank Girl, like she was had like multicolored hair and wild tattoos everywhere. Like she had like real short hair. And then her boyfriend, I think, had like he kind of looked like like a school shooter kind of.
Get him involved. And grabbing in those hands and all.
Or the guy, what was the guy's name? Krupp, the Trump guy.
Boyles is going to have to use speed to go around him, and he went straight ahead at him, and look at that. Sonny went around beside, took him back down, but
Sonny
Boyles
King
carried it right on over. Look at Sonny now.
Did they even, Virginia, I bet they had merch, but I bet they didn't have probably maybe T-shirts, but I bet you could for sure get a picture, like maybe have him sign it or whatever.
Starting the waist lock and Boyles kicked his way around.
Did she ever? Oh, never, huh? No, we got along fine. We got it, I mean, perfectly.
One thing about Sonny King, Dave, you always got to watch. Sonny King waits. He bids the right time. He just waits.
No, there were never any police issues with her at all. Well, I don't know. I can't speak to her private life, but whenever we were out, we never got in any trouble of any kind. I mean, she was probably banned from several establishments, but I don't think there was never any cop stuff.
See, it still amazes me how quick he is for as big as this guy is.
Oh no, we were 100% like just friends completely. We just liked hanging out. We liked talk, like we got along really well, but like, you know, we lived very different. We were very different in too many ways. And plus she was way younger than me too.
And he's part psychologist. Some of the moves he makes in there, he'll try to get his opponent involved in something, catch him off guard, and bang, got him for the pin.
Yeah. I think you're seeing an illustration, and this is not to criticize, but Tony Boyles, he is so game and so gutsy. He just goes straight in on Sonny.
Trying to get the box.
Look at that move in there. Reversed it on Sonny King. King, real surprise, but Boyles may have to go with a little more side-to-side, leg dives, try to go behind, and that sort of thing.
Straight ahead will get you in trouble sometimes.
Look at Sonny King. He's amazed. He's looking at a guy that he's got.
And like we were only hanging out like every once in a while, like just on a lark, you know, kind of out of blue. It's not like we were hanging out like on the regular or anything.
Inches on. He's got plenty of weight. He can't believe that he got a reversal on him.
You guys would hate her 100. I mean, most people in chat would absolutely hate her. I just know it.
On Big Sonny. Uh-oh. Sonny slips, takes him into the hammer. And the thing about King, it's like a boxer who has got a great left hook or a right cross or something. He'll go along 6, 7, 8, 10 rounds. Nothing happens, and all of a sudden, bam, one of them, and before you know it, that's all.
It's got you.
And that's the way with Sonny King. He will go, he'll mash around, he'll find his weak, he'll set a guy up, and then all of a sudden, either the spear or whatever it is, boy, and the next thing you know, it's 1, 2, 3. But Boyles, letting him know he's there, straight ahead again. He's trying to crab him down. Sonny was going to take him straight up. And he only got a 1 count out of it, but he did get a 1 count. And Sonny, again, a little bit aghast here that the audacity of this young Tony Boyles to lay him down in a crab when he was supposed to be banged down.
Lay him down in a crab?
Yeah. Sonny amazed, I think, that he couldn't slam him, couldn't get him off his feet.
That was a good, quick move by Tony Boyles. Sonny now wraps the arm up.
Bob Brown, a big Sonny King fan.
We're 4 minutes into the action.
4 minutes in, and we've got 11 minutes to go. As Sonny King around behind with a hammer. Tony,
I'll be right back. I'm gonna get a drink, and then I'm gonna put some drinks in for the afternoon show for Hee Haw. I'll be right back.
But at least he got him out of it. He grabbed the leg and dumped him right down. Nice move by the young fella. Big athlete from McCall, Louisiana, taking his time. Goes to, Sonny got himself caught in a top wrist lock, and Tony did. Bad news with King when you go up like that. He is so strong, and he's got that height and size. Tony Boyles trying to battle him. He's got a hard way to go because Sonny's got him by a good 30, 40 pounds or so. He moved under him instead of trying to tape. Sonny thought he was going to go straight back up top and battle him on the wrist lock. He planted a hip and popped a hip toss at him and got him right over and got out of it again. Impressive effort by the young fellow from Arkansas. Sonny King now looking at him straight. Watch him. Side to side. He'll move in there, keep you off balance. Boyle straight ahead again. Goes into a side headlock. Sonny again with a hand. Takes him into a hammer. But Boyle moves him over the top.
Boyles didn't let him set. As soon as Sonny got the hold, and Boyles made a reaction, and that did it. That broke the hold. If you let Sonny set up on you with that strength, he's going to have you there for a while.
There's the whip, Dave. Look out. Hey,
Oh.
what's that flip? One. Nope. Boy, let me tell you, he rolls him into a crab position. 1, 2, 3. That's all.
Feed Ruby? You think I would feed Ruby after she took away my mod wrench in her chat? Forget about it,
With his
pal.
hand raised in there, and there it was, Dave.
Yep.
He that time he didn't spare him, he didn't do anything, except one thing. He hit him with a.
You know I have a sterling reputation on YouTube, ATF Media. I put in, okay, how long do you think I should leave them in the freezer? For like 10 minutes maybe, and then move them to the fridge? I can't fuck it up because I've only got one bottle left of each of these particular flavors.
That powerful right hand in the midsection knocked the wind out of young Tony Boyle. He took him down into a crab position, and that was it. 1, 2, 3.
Once you get down in the crab position, it's
5
over.
minutes, 50 seconds the time.
5:50, and Sonny King, with, as usual, an impressive win over young Tony Boyles. And I'm impressed with Boyles. I still say he's paying his dues, but, brother, he's letting you know he's in there battling in there. Good bout. Sonny King, Tony Boyles. We got tag action coming up with the Southern Tag
On the true crime documentary, it'll be like, he tried to hide his degenerate ways by blending in with people viewed as even larger predators.
Team champions. Ken Lucas, Rick Morton will be here right
Here
after we take
in the
time out for
Boyd.
this.
Murder in the Boyd.
The ring right now, the Southern Tag Team Champions.
Wet towels? Absolutely not. I'm not getting that in. I don't like, no. I'm just going to put him, leave him in there for 10 minutes, and then I'll move him to the fridge, and they'll definitely be cold enough by Hee Haw.
Wear them proudly, and they have defended them successfully against all the
What time
folks
is it
who
now?
tried to take them away in,
11:44.
the
Okay.
last few weeks and a couple of months.
The show's running. It's really not running over because the actual shows are almost an hour apiece.
The corner, Rick Morton. They're awaiting their opponents. Referee Jerry Calhoun just left the wrestling arena.
Yeah, you guys paid for the soda, so I don't want to have them blow up.
To try to get the competition in here. Here they come. And shortly,
Listen,
we
pal,
will be
let me
underway
handle
with
this.
what is
Gee,
again
thanks.
a non-title
Adults
match.
are
It's one
speaking.
fall, 15-minute time limit. One fall only. 15 minutes the overall time limit. And introducing, at a total of 468 pounds, on the left of your screen, from Memphis, Tennessee, Buddy Wayne. And from Jonesboro, Arkansas, David Oswald.
I'm paper towel
On the right of
insecure
your screen,
right now, I'm
totaling
afraid.
414 pounds, the Southern Tag Team Champions. From Las Vegas, Nevada, Ken Lucas. From Nashville, Tennessee, Rick Morton. One fall, 15-minute time limit.
Buddy
Jerry
Wayne.
Calhoun, the referee.
I know, I'm sure it's getting repetitious, Davey, but hey, what the heck? I still love it. Ken Lucas, Rick Morton with those.
I left the Shasta in the freezer overnight the other night, but it was just like at its absolute limit, so I was able to save it.
Those belts. Here's a team nobody ever thought would upset a team and win the belt. But, brother, they have kept winning, and they just won't be beat. And I guess it's that thing that you can't beat somebody who won't be beat.
That's right. Well, they've got quite a team, as you will see here. Watch their teamwork. Now, right there is a good example. Tag out often. Keep the fresh man in there.
You don't see Fago there? Do you have Dollar Tree Dollar Tree normally has a nice selection of Faygo. They even get Firework and Dreamin', which I think are at least semi-rare for me to run into.
Also with a tag team, it's a thing that either works or doesn't. It's something you can't learn, but you have
I'm
to
basically
have a feeling for
dead.
when your partner is, when your partner needs help, where he is.
I'm not at unk status. I'm
Ken
at
Lucas came
dead
in. Speaking
status.
of feeling, I think David Oswald feeling that one as Lucas really popped him.
Man, he unlaced his shoes with that sucker.
Ken Lucas out of Las Vegas, Nevada. Street fighter. He'll tell you that. He's back to the corner, and here's Rick Morton, his partner. Rick, good
young man just entering his peak athletic era. Bullshit, man.
Off the rope, shoulder butt. Oswald hit the mat, but back up quickly. Rick Morton right after him with a headlock. Minute 2 gone. Non-title match. Back to the corner. See how they tag out quickly? Keep that fresh man in there. Don't stay in there and get tired.
How you feeling? How you feeling? I just made that joke like 15 minutes ago, but it was at the wrong, on the wrong
very
song.
honest about it. I've talked to him on and off the microphone, and Ken will tell you, when I was 18 years old, I was reluctant about breaking the rules, and I wanted you know, to continue my amateur wrestling style and that whole thing. He said, I've learned a long time ago that you do with what you have to do with.
Without tape, yeah, I mean, it sucks to not have paper towels, but I'm just really bad about it. I end up getting just like 2 rolls at a time.
Some of these guys, and boy, let me tell you what, he'll do it in a minute, just in a minute.
However, I guess next time when I get my July YouTube money, I can really become paper towel secure.
The perfect balance
I can lock in the peace of mind that can come with buying a large multi-pack of paper towels.
On the tag team, and that's why they hold those belts, and that's why they've been able to defend them so successfully. Morton back in there. Buddy Wayne in there. Whoa, Wayne shoved him down to the mat. Rick started after him. And Buddy says, wait a minute, referee. Let me explain what I was doing here. And
how did she wipe her brow, front to back?
Well, anyway, I don't know what the ruling was. We're back into action. Rick Morton winding up a headlock.
What's up, Vinny? Vinny, how many rolls of paper towels do you think you currently have in your home?
Now, Buddy Wayne says, see, ref, here's what I'm doing. I'm just putting my hand on his chin and shoving him down to the mat. Rick, I think Rick says Buddy Wayne may have been doing that with the left hand, but with the right hand he was pulling his hair. We couldn't see from our camera, from our angle here. You may have been able to see on camera. There's a tag by Rick, and here comes Kenny Lucas.
Ken Lucas is fired up, too.
Again, starting the cheer. David Oswald steps in. Lucas, Oswald.
Vinny Slugga and his father, John Sluga. Viva, I usually get the Kroger brand or Sparkle if they're on sale. Somebody, it was years ago, but I'll never forget it. I was looking at Sparkle, which is like as far as paper towels go, it's like an affordable brand, like a lower priced brand. And some lady got really mad at me for buying it because of somebody that owned the company one way or another. And I was like, look, lady, I'm just trying to get cheap paper towels here. I'm not going to do purity tests on every fucking executive that works at a paper towel company. Feeling of security, yes, exactly.
Oswald over near the ropes. Referee Jerry Calhoun's going to make Kenny break it because Oswald had feet under the...
I bet Vinny may not have gift memberships enabled. Because he gets banned frequently from YouTube, so he might forget to turn it on.
Both his feet under the bottom rope.
Luna Star interview? I don't know.
Lucas with a leg drop. Ooh, look at him.
I have to think about it. Like, what? I guess I'll just... I don't know. I'd like to talk to her. I mean... Should I just do a regular interview? Like I would, like, you know what I mean? Like, should I just ask her the stuff that I really want to know and that I think the chat would like to know, or I don't know.
Toe hold. He turned that leg sideways. Ken makes the tag. Rick Morton comes in.
You turned it on? All right,
4
buddy.
minutes gone.
Can you tell me the answer,
Rick
please,
taking
about
over
the paper
toe
towels?
hold. And Ken Lucas started.
Shut up, ATF.
Oswald looking for the corner. Buddy Wayne said, yeah, come on over here. And
Well, I remember when I first found her videos, the algorithm sent me one of her in an otherwise very quiet restaurant, and she was just screaming right in proximity to the other guests singing Dead and Bloated, and it was one of the wildest karaoke performances I'd ever seen. But I hadn't really planned on more coverage because I thought this has got to be the peak, right? How can you surpass this? And then she actually saw that I covered her, and then she came in and started like requesting to be featured on the show.
tag, and I'll be in.
And then, of course, we got all the incredible lore about the wars over the karaoke venues, the breakup. There was that amazing live stream with her brother.
Morton and Lucas trying to keep him away from that tag in the corner. They're working on his leg. They've got it hurt, and they are going to keep working on it. Oswald does not give it up. Jerry Calhoun is asking now
the
about
cake
3
knife
or 4
stabbing.
times, and Oswald's still hanging in there. Ken Lucas still hanging onto the hold. Pulls it back closer to the corner, tags Rick Morton. Rick.
That's very ominous from McHenry. What could that be? Do you think we'll ever know? Do you think he'll ever actually, whatever it is that he hasn't done in a long time, do you think he'll actually do it?
Oswald reaching for the tag. Rick pulls him back close to the corner. Tags Ken Lucas.
Go to TwitchCon.
Oswald on his feet. Can't go too far, though. Kenny drops him to the mat. Helps him back over closer to the Lucas Morton corner.
He has good dental hygiene. Remember, he went to the dentist a while ago. Wave weather. Excellent.
Good afternoon. I'm Loretta.
Oh, man. Oh, this would have been so cool. Look at this amazing background.
Good afternoon. I'm Loretta.
And there is a victory for Ken Lucas. Rick Morton, 6:22.
The combination of the teamwork between Lucas and Morton, and you were just commenting about that outside toe hold in there and the way he had taken it away, and I think you're exactly right. He had
that would have been a good news segment, I bet.
Boy, am I ever going to walk him?
Yeah, right.
Am I going to walk out of here with just one of them and all? And boy, Kenny slipped around behind him so quick after he got in the ring and popped it on him and cut that circulation off on that sleeper hold, which is really an Americanized version of the sleeper hold. We've talked about that a lot. Okay, we'll take time out right here. We got more action coming up in this expiration of time. We've got an expiration of time match coming up.
Yes, we do.
We'll be looking for the killer and El Mongol. We'll be back in just a moment.
I got to go check my drinks. That lady's got like her baby there. That's wild.
Yeah, back to the ring in just a moment. How much else can I say? Southern heavyweight title match. Bill Dundee, Paul Ellering, you've heard it all. Now it's all done with, and it'll be happening up there Tuesday night in the Gardens. A midget men's match, Cowboy Lang and Little Tokyo. Double elimination tag match, the Southern Division. The winner of this will go against the Northern Division winner for a shot at the CWA World Tag Team titles. I obviously am standing here with the very large Manurians and the Brain Trust, the guy who keeps them moving and going in there. The Manurians and Sputnik Monroe. Sputnik, of course, your team is there.
All right.
I know what you got your eyes.
I got to add 5 minutes, 5 more minutes. Why mention it if you can't tell anyone? Isn't that like all of his, a lot of his content?
It's just a shame that to get to the Southern Tag Team Championship or the World Tag Team Championship, you got to trample down a bunch of guys and cripple up a bunch of guys, because there'll be 6 teams going out there, but there'll only be one coming back, and that will be Monroe's Magnificent Manchurian Man-Eaters. Because there's no 5 teams in the world. Will be, because there'll be team championship. You got to
These Sputnik Monroe promos crack me up.
Trample down a bunch of guys and cripple up a bunch of guys, because there'll be 6 teams going out there, but there'll only be one coming back, and that will be...
Oh my God. Him saying that, crippling them up stuff. Hang on. I just got to see if I can find this clip. It's going to seem completely unrelated, but like to me, it makes sense. Oh yeah, he says, I'm doing something I haven't done in a long time. Okay, let's see. I'm trying to find just the clip of it. Here we go. Maybe this is
each day to facilitate the process by which the United States washes her hands of Vietnam, someone has to give up his life, so that the United States doesn't have to admit, so that we can't. Someone has to die. The first president to learn to be the last man.
He describes what happened over there, and it's like a really wild promo.
We're here to ask vehemently, Barstow. The Army says they never leave their...
Hold on, let me see if I can find a more specific clip. Here we go.
I am King.
Well, wait, that's not it. That's like... I don't even know what that was. Oh my God, maybe... Okay, hang on. Maybe this is it.
They had personally raped, cut off ears, cut off heads.
The accusations that John Kerry made against the veterans who served in Vietnam was just devastating.
Randomly shot at civilians.
And it hurt me more
in a
than
fashion reminiscent of Genghis
Cut
Khan.
off limbs, blown up bodies.
That was part of the torture, was to sign a statement that you had committed war crimes.
Razed villages in fashion reminiscent of Genghis Khan.
Hell yeah.
John Kerry gave the enemy for free.
What a promo from John Kerry.
Monroe's Magnificent Manchurian Man-Eaters. Because there's no...
Lopping off limbs, cutting off heads, razing villages in a fashion reminiscent of Genghis Khan.
Teams in the world that can beat my men 2 consecutive falls. I don't care where you go to get them or where you come from. They're the greatest.
Southern
they got
Six.
the greatest bodies, and I got the greatest minds. I've always said it takes a fine mind and a fine body and perfect coordination to support the habits of the sweet man, which is diamond rings and Cadillacs. And these men are the men that can do it, and I'm the man that can be their general and engineer it and put it together.
Well, obviously, if you accomplish what you have said you were going to accomplish, that means that you will be just one notch from having a World Tag Team Champion.
That's exactly what I'm looking for. The Rice Cannibals, the little pink-faced beauties out there, are going to be overcome. For the Rice Cannibals, the little pink-faced beauties out
The Rice Cannibals?
there are going. That's exactly what I'm looking for. The Rice Cannibals, the little pink-faced beauties out there.
Yeah, that's what John Kerry says when he testified. He said it raising villages in a fashion reminiscent of Genghis Khan.
Are going to be overcome. Youth and exuberance will be overcome
Hey, Ember.
by a little deviousness and experience. Win if you can, lose if you must, but always cheat.
Hell yeah.
You heard it right from the mouth of Sputnik Monroe.
That's
and his big
Bethadone's
Manchurians. They
mantra.
will be 2 of the guys that will be out there, and Sputnik will be behind them. Be there.
And Sputnik Monroe, winners over Joe Stark, Mike Maroney, and it was Sonny King defeating Tony Boyles, Ken Lucas, and Rick Morton over Buddy Wayne and David Oswald.
And the great Robinson Ellering.
Rice
heavyweight title
Cannibals.
match, which I guess is significant. Only
Pink
we wanted to
face
share it with
pretties
the
or
fans.
whatever.
And that whenever the return
Rice
Southern
Cannibals
heavyweight
is
between
brutal.
Dundee and Ellering comes
Look
up,
out.
boy, it'll let you know what kind of action it is going to be. That's about all the time that we have for Championship Wrestling today. And
Southern
we're looking forward to having you
Six.
back next week When the roughest, toughest wrestling action is you'll find anywhere, we'll be coming around. We'll be looking for you. So until we see you next time, for Dave Brown, this is Lance.
Thank you, Lance Russell.
Bye-bye.
All right, this is July 26th, so all three of these are like right in a row. Long pork. What's that?
Hello again, everybody. Lance Russell and Dave Brown right along ringside. And by golly, we're ready to go with another week of championship wrestling action, Davey.
Well, I tell you, opening match of the day, we're going to have the Manurians in here. They'll have the manager Sputnik Monroe with them, going against Joe Stark and Mike Maroney. Then we will have Sonny King, Tony Boyles in action today. Also, Ken Lucas, Rick Morton teaming up against Buddy Wayne and David Oswald. And if we have time for it, and I hope we do, we're going to have Carl Fergie and Eddie Gilbert teamed up to go against Killer Carl Krupp and El Mongo.
El Mongo.
Big tag team together, and Carl Krupp and El Mongo, a couple of Jimmy Hart's charges in there. And
whale of a show today, folks.
Going against Carl Fergie and Eddie Gilbert, so we'll be looking forward to having that one in there. In addition to that, Dave, we've got some excerpts in time. We didn't get the entire 22 minutes and 4 seconds of the match.
I forgot, too, there's a Buddy Landell emote.
But we do have a good portion of a World Heavyweight Championship match. You know, Billy Robinson just back from Japan and a tour over there, successfully defending his CWA World Heavyweight title. He took on the Muscle Man from Melrose, Paul Ellering, in a dynamite match. We'll have more to say about all of the action, and we'll get to it. Come up in just one moment. Don't you dare go away. We mentioned,
I believe it is at regular ticket prices.
A little bit earlier on the opening in there that we do have a videotape of the World Heavyweight match that took place between champion Billy Robinson and challenger Paul Ellering.
I thought we already saw that.
This took place in the Mid-South Coliseum in Memphis, Tennessee, and I got to tell you, Dave, this is one time that I have really got to say that I wish that every wrestling fan...
yeah, we already saw that one, right? There's no way he had this same intro twice in a row.
Area that had the opportunity to be right there and see it. It was a tremendous match. You got to give the devil his due. There's a lot of things...
Right? I mean, that's got to be it. That's got to be the same show.
Falls and...
I bet you that's why I couldn't find this... I couldn't find this show in the normal playlist. I think somebody posted the 19th show and marked it as the 26th. I was wondering at the beginning. I was like, this is sounds like it's the same episode. Okay, give me just a second. Sorry about that. Let's see. 1980. We're probably then going to have to skip ahead, unfortunately, because the 1980 list is incomplete. Yeah, we got to skip all the way past the rest of July and August. So the next available episode is September 6th, 1980. Well, there have been times where I haven't noticed, or I just thought like, oh, they're just using the same match, or I think we've done it with Primetime before, and then no one in chat tells me, and we end up watching like entire episodes that we had just watched, or Flexum videos. That would happen a lot too. Trucker cap rules. I like trucker caps for sure. All right, let's hope this isn't the same thing.
Hello again, everybody. Lance
Wrestling Day, Brian, right along ringside, and we're ready to go with another big day. Championship Wrestling and son of a gun as usual. I'm looking forward to it.
Son of a gun.
Oh, indeed. This opening match today, Tony Boyles will be in here. He's given a good account of himself the last couple of times we've seen him. He's going to be going against Killer Carl Krupp today.
There we go. That's a
new.
That's new.
Match against Dr. Bill Irwin should be a good one. Ken Wayne goes against handsome Jimmy Valiant in a single match. And then it's going to be a tag team match, Manurians scheduled against Tommy and Eddie Gilbert.
Oh my God! Dave's channel put who the hell is PewDiePie on my review of the G Fuel PewDiePie energy drink, and someone replied, "The greatest Call of Duty zombie YouTuber on earth, and honestly, one of the pioneers of content creators. Granted, so many before him, but he was the first one I saw reach like super duper fame and fortune just off of YouTube videos."
That's not all. Expiration of time match today. Tag team.
I'm going to give that a heart react.
Will be teaming with Tojo Yamamoto
Passion.
to go against Big Bub.
Gun, we got some interesting things. So
Ruthless aggression.
Here on the opener, and that is that we've got some exciting news on the Southern Tag belts, and we'll be telling you all about it. We had originally scheduled a Southern Tag Championship match scheduled for Championship Wrestling today. We got some comments to make about that. I heard something just as we came in for the show, and also we'll hold that up. Also, I want to say that Jerry the King Lawler will be back. We got some interesting news, Jerry, about his leg and about the new treatment that he's undergoing.
No. We did watch it 36 times, but only because it kept replaying on the show. The vignettes were all different, I feel like, but they did replay that match. And also, we should have just never watched the Go Funk Yourself pay-per-view because they replayed the entire thing multiple times, so that added to the repetition there for a minute.
And we'll be talking about that. All in all, I think we got a dandy lined up. And son of a gun, we better get started on it right now. We'll never get it done. Want to get them all in, and let's take time out right now.
I think we've done that on a Bethadone or two as well.
Killer Carl Krupp in just a moment.
Oh my God! What a transition! Wow, look at this picture. Incredible. Wow.
Okay, back in the ring, or back in the ring, first in the ring. Tony Boyles is in there. That empty spot that you see on the left side of the screen is reserved for the Killer. And here he comes. Jimmy Hart holding the ropes down, and we're ready for the official introductions. Davey?
This is going to be a one-fall Arkansas at 191 pounds. On the right of your screen, Tony Boyles. And going against him from Mannheim, Germany, 262 pounds with his manager, Jimmy Hart, Killer Carl Krupp. This is a one-fall, 15-minute time limit match. Referee Paul Morton.
And if the referee can get them all out of there, Tony's standing waiting. Boy, there's the big killer. Look at that. Woo! How'd you like to run into that? Not on a dark night, but on a bright day. Anytime. Okay, ready for it. Bell time. Here we go, Dave.
Tony Boyles, Carl Krupp. Boy, this Boyles, a little guy, hasn't been wrestling that long, but he's a battler, as you see right there. He's battling Killer Carl. Using the forearm, smashing Krupp back into the turnbuckle, flips him across the ring. Oh, Boyles went in a little too quick. Killer Carl had that foot ready. One of the mistakes of youth.
One of the mistakes of youth.
A little too quick, in trouble. Carl Krupp, Mannheim, Germany, pulling hair, slamming Tony Boyles down to the mat.
Pulling hair in a fashion reminiscent of Genghis Khan.
A jab. Jim from ringside. Krupp got his hand
werewolf
wrapped around
vibes.
Tony's throat.
Superman had to come in.
Off the rope, Krupp with the boot. Cover.
I don't even who plays Superman
So he
now.
gets to the 2 count. Tony Boyles still battling. Carl Krupp's got that hand wrapped around his throat again. Krupp smashing with the right hand. Krupp has Boyles by the hair.
Boyles is
His head into
cooked.
the turnbuckle. Now up in the air, Boyles body slam by Killer Carl.
I would watch a super bitch movie.
We're about 1 minute 45 seconds into the action. Killer Carl Krupp.
Have you ever seen PMS Cop, Bob?
As he has been, except for the opening few seconds of the match. Boyle trying to break out of that hole.
I'd like to get that device there checked on his hand.
Puts him into the rope. And he runs right back into him as Boyle came off the rope.
See? Clark Kent, fair.
Killer Carl just swinging that big right arm. Boyle trying to fight back.
Come on, Carl. Killer Carl Krupp. That's 3 Ks, right?
Killer Carl Krupp making liberal use of the chokehold.
Wait a minute. Liberal use. Matt won't like that.
There's a body slam by Krupp. We're now passing the 3-minute mark. Killer Carl Krupp with a right fist. Boyle trying.
He's fighting still, David.
Put this guy out of his misery,
and here he
jeez.
comes back. Krupp
Come on, Carl.
Killer Carl off his feet, I think, for the first time in the match. Boyle grabs him, whips him into the rope again, but this time, Killer Carl ready with a foot. Krupp with the claw. That's it. Count of 3. All over.
With a big claw in there.
With that, whatever that gimmick is on his
3
hand.
minutes, 47 seconds.
Oh boy! Look, oh my God! Wow!
3 minutes.
Where's Daninsky?
3:47. The Killer.
Boy, you could get in some hot water for something like that.
With a big claw in there, Killer Carl come through with it. Davey, on what kind of time?
3 minutes, 47 seconds.
3:47. The Killer from Anaheim, Germany. The official winner is Killer Carl Krupp.
Wave Country Championship Wrestling. We'll be getting into the ring here in just a moment. Hey, I want to take time to remind you that wrestling Monday night, not Tuesday in the Gardens, Monday night. Now make your plans because you're going to want to be there. 8 big matches, no increase in price. Man,
Hey, there you go. No increase in ticket price. 8 matches.
We'll tell you all about a little bit later. I do want to mention about 2 or 3 of them. Southern Heavyweight title match, Handsome Jimmy against Wildfire Tommy Ricks. Main big CWA World Heavyweight title match when Luthez, 6-time World Heavyweight champ, goes against Billy Robinson.
Our drinks safe for what?
A special added match you'll understand better when you see the entire show today when Jerry Lawler returns to the ring against Jimmy Hart. Let's call a handsome one in there. Tommy Wildfire Rich, your man, coming up Monday.
Wow, what an outfit.
As I told you, Hansel's back, baby. When Hansel's back, nobody can beat him, Jack. I'm the champion. I've been celebrating, brother, all week. I've been rocking and rolling, brother. Hey, I just went over to the strip joint, man. I've danced with every strip in the joint, baby. I love it, baby. Woo! I'm in red, gonna get out red, hot stuff.
Handsome Jimmy, nothing like him, I'll tell you for a fact. I said a little bit earlier, I think when you see the entire show today, you're
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
understand,
yeah.
right?
I moved the drinks down to the refrigerator.
You know, I don't approve of it, but you
Oh,
didn't
boy.
ask my permission. You're going to be back in the ring right there in the Gardens Monday night with Jimmy Hart.
That's exactly right. Thanks to the promoter, Eddie Marlin. I'm going to tip you people off. I'm going to go ahead and tell you what's going to happen. You're going to see that little weasel, Jimmy
So Jerry Lawler coming back.
Hart, slap my face. Now, I ain't taking that. I don't care if I have both legs broken or no legs at all. I can't whip a wrestler.
I can
I'm not
see
trying to
that,
make any
Krupp
bones
and
about it. My leg
Oxbaker.
is not all the way healed yet. I can't beat any wrestlers, but I can beat you, Jimmy Hart, and you're not ever going to slap my face and get away with it. So I'm going to climb in that ring, and don't think you're bringing any of your stooges to jump me because all the rest of the wrestlers are going to be watching my back. It's just going to be me and you in there this Monday night, Jimmy Hart, and it's going to be all over for you.
In the Gardens right there. You better be there to see it.
Okay, we're looking at Rick Morton in the ring, and we're waiting on the doctor, Bill Irwin, who is the former Southern heavyweight.
Sounds like a good time, Virginia.
Did you say that jerk Lawler's going to be out here today?
Yeah, he's going to be our
Well, I
guest
want you
here.
to tell us, we don't want him out here anymore, man. He's washed up.
We don't want him out here,
like
man.
Myself and Bill Irwin and Killer Carl Krupp and El Mongol.
Come on,
Got
baby.
him. So why don't you tell him to stay out of our
Why don't you just go out of there? You've already had your moment in the sun. Okay, Davey, let's get the official introduction.
One fall, 15-minute time limit match introducing from Nashville, Tennessee at 193 pounds. On the right of your screen, Rick Morton. And going against him from Duluth, Minnesota, 231
That's
pounds,
Bill
Dr.
Irwin?
Bill Irwin. This will be a one fall, 15-minute time limit match.
I don't know if it's the VHS or just his look. I didn't recognize him.
Referee Jerry Calhoun.
Yeah, we had two important decisions on our titles, Davey. The Gilberts won from El Mongol. Where is it? Yeah. Couldn't find the bell there. The Gilberts won from El Mongol and Killer Carl Krupp, and Handsome Jimmy became again the Southern Heavyweight Champion as he defeated Dr. Bill Irwin in a shootout match when that title was held up in there. So, Handsome Jimmy, the Southern Heavy, and the Gilberts. So, Irwin,
What's up, Walt
you
Disney
better
Whitman?
believe that Rick Morton. By the way, I got to tell you about Rick. You know, he went against Les Thornton, the NWA World Junior Heavyweight Champ. Brother, I'll tell you what, Thornton knew he had been in a match. Thornton ended up winning and retaining his title.
Yeah, the Long Riders.
I'm not going to say
I haven't seen that much of them besides. They definitely worked WCW, right? Or Crockett at some point on that timeline. I feel like that's where I would have seen him. Yeah, I like Memphis a lot.
Sometimes you think of him being just a big
Memphis
slugger.
and Mid-South.
Boy, he went behind Rick, took him down, but Morton rolled him over, got right back up on top. Super goal. Standing side headlock, Rick Morton on Dr. Bill. Referee Jerry Calhoun. Morton in, he goes over the top.
John
Waits on
Courage.
Irwin, who gets up, and Morton takes him over and down. Nice mare as he banged him into that mat.
Little misdirection play there.
Yes,
It
sir.
was where Irwin wasn't looking for him.
Irwin was looking the other way when he fogged him in. He's ready to get up and get a hold of him. Rick in there with a side headlock on it.
I think I've seen those. That looks pretty cool.
But look at the move by Irwin. Oh, I see. Referee pushes him back over, saying, knock it off with a tight.
Slushy
Rick
coats.
Morton. Hanging in. Giving away about 38 pounds, something like that, ain't he, Davey?
He sure is.
Over the top. Underneath. Uh-oh. Oh, boy. He didn't avoid that one. And as you were mentioning last week, I think, in Bill's match in there, this guy can really fly with that foot and that knee.
Oh, yeah. He gets them high in the air.
I like to watch the videos, Bob, about the Pakistani and Indian food vendors that make the different sodas and stuff. And I always kind of question myself of whether or not I would actually try them.
There's the knee.
Nut shot.
Because of his mouth and some of his irritating ways, as brash as he is, I think a lot of people might have a quick judgment that Irwin is just a rule violator, and that's all. Oh, there's that big foot again. But he's for real, Dave. There's no doubt about it. Oh, shot from Rick. Referee warning them both about the fist, and you see how much good it does.
Come on,
They're
Calhoun.
both worked up. Rick Morton with a taste of that world title shot. He likes to stay right up in contention, and he knows Irwin is a stepping stone right back into another title. And Irwin hits the corner with a knee. In case you just joined us, Killer Carl opened up with a win on Tony Boyle's spinning leg lock. Going for that figure four in there. This could be it. What a move by Rick Morton.
Oh, I like this as a finisher for this guy. Ricky Morton, of all people, using the figure four. Oh, he's not going to get the win, though, I bet.
The big guy thrashes.
Yeah, there we go.
And takes Morton over. Look at Rick Holden to the figure 4.
He got to the rope.
I don't think Coco will be on this one, unfortunately, but we'll get there eventually.
The rope. Irwin.
We're on the timeline.
A smart move, and look at right back again.
Indian ice cream scoops.
Time going after that figure 4. Locks him up, hooks the leg. In pain, as boy, that
I watched this one video, and I don't remember what country it was from, maybe Pakistan, but it was like little kids would like burn these tires, and then they would like take whatever material was made from that, and there was like had this whole like really tedious, labor intensive, breathing a lot of bad stuff intensive steps to get to whatever it is they were making out of it. I don't even remember. I couldn't make it through the whole video.
Every way for Sunday. Rick Morton.
It was brutal though.
And Dr. Bill uses that weight advantage and rolls over to the ropes, Dave, and that's going to be a break again. Tough break for Rick Morton.
One place that 38 pounds comes in right there.
Yeah, he just rolled him. As Morton came in, Irwin chopped that. Rick Morton going over to wheel around on it, and Irwin slammed him with a foot. Hit his shoulder into the three. Look, he's got his tight.
I was just so awful. I was just thinking, like, what a terrible life, you know.
Whether you saw it or not, but
it was just awful.
Irwin, who had kicked him into the ring post, grabbed his tights to get that weight up on top.
He sure did. But Irwin.
All right, tell me how you like that Roddy Piper that you bought for $55.
His hand is raised, 4:59, just under 5 minutes.
Crowd talking to referee Jerry Calhoun, and Calhoun discussing the tight situation with Bill Irwin. Well, okay, what was the time on it?
4:59.
4:59 in there. And Rick Morton, who had it going on.
Yeah, it was just everything about it was so depressing.
Price he had it. He was going back in there a third time. Looked like he was going to spin out on it when Irwin reached up for that foot and kicked him right into that doggone.
Whoever said the street ice cream, are you talking about where like they make it flat and then they do like they chisel it up and then it's like a rolled? Those are all. I think those videos are super relaxing.
Rope, and then he had to resort to using the tights to get his weight up on top. So the winner in 4:59 is going to be Dr. Bill over Rick Morton. Wheel of a match in there, and tough loss for Rick Morton.
You didn't buy the Roddy Piper.
Great showing indeed. We got more action. The King, Jerry Lawler, is going to be out here with us in just a moment.
Sells its garbage to India. Oh my God.
Yeah, we're back out here and going to be ready to go.
Save $400. 4-piece bedroom suite.
Going to be ready to go with handsome Jimmy Valiant and Ken Wayne, who will be in action in a one-fall fifth moment. I want to take this opportunity to welcome back, and I'm a little embarrassed about it last time that he was visiting here, Jerry the King Lawler. Jerry's got some interesting news, and I'm thrilled about it. And here he comes out here now. Yeah, come on, Ryan.
Come on, Jerry.
Bring it on up here. Good to see you. Over that? Okay. Fred Davies, Mike there. I had said a little bit earlier.
Wow. John Travolta.
About your last visit out here. It kind of ended up in a situation when Rich got a little nasty about the whole thing and kind of pushed you down.
Well, you weren't nearly as embarrassed as I was.
Hey, listen, I got to show you this. Let me hold this up. You haven't seen it either. First, let me show that to you. See, came out of Kennett, Missouri in there, and it says up at the top, put this in your face, Rich Lawler's the king. You see that fist up there, John Connolly from Kennett, Missouri. Hey, is that kind of
maybe we can take out an ad on JCW for the plight of the tired children.
Don't tell that story again, Mike. We've heard that enough.
We've heard it too much. Okay.
We are the tired children.
The fact that you were going into kind of a new. It was not
even if you wanted to help them, like you couldn't. Like there's no way. Like you could do whatever and send a check, but you know that those kids aren't going to see a fucking dime of it. even if you went there in person and like put the money in their hand, as soon as you got your back turned, you know, it's going to get taken from them. In my opinion.
I made the mistake of saying it was experimentally been using it. But this electronic deal of putting
Please.
foil over your cast and that whole
Will
thing,
someone think of the tire children?
And so yesterday, you went and had an x-ray taken.
Yeah, I had an x-ray taken.
Yeah, I got it right here.
I love
wanna
this
hold
suit,
this up.
man.
Now, we're
Let's
not-
get a
this is
figure.
not
Mattel, make this
vintage
figure.
or anything like this, but I think it's interesting. And particularly, Jerry, if you could take my pen right there, because my hands are going to be kind of involved here. And can you reach over here and point to the brake? Can you?
Yeah, but I'll have to hit you in the head to do it. But that we don't care about that. Yeah. Well, okay. What happened on the thing? I think you can see the small bone here is what I had cut back in half. This is a front view. And
Is this supposed to be a real X-ray? There's no way, right?
Was cut in half in the surgery about 3 weeks ago to enable this larger bone to go ahead and push back
maybe it was holding it apart.
Holding it
right?
apart.
Yeah.
The real problem, even though that looks kind of bad right there, the real problem that I've had was this portion right here.
Yeah.
It looks good on this side, but it needs to be
All right, and how about on this side right over here? This
I guess,
right-
though,
right
since
in
he
there.
really did break his leg, he could have the... Is that how X-rays used to look?
right there. It's coming together. Now, unless the people had seen the other x-rays, I don't think they could really appreciate the fact. Thank you for bearing with us on that.
That doesn't really look good, but
You never noticed? Yeah, he's big during this era here. When he was before the injury, we saw him for a little bit, and he was definitely he looked like a soft baby face.
it looks good to me, but compared to what the other ones look like.
It's coming together, and that's the
You think
important
this
thing about
X-ray
it,
is a
and that's
is a
something that
rib?
it's not, man. 7 months is the front part of that thing hasn't come together.
What a
It's coming together.
weird segment.
Light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah, boy, don't you know that this fellow sitting right here is thrilled about it because, like you say, light at the end of the tunnel. Sit here with us on this handsome Jimmy Valiant.
I'll be glad to.
Okay.
This is September 6th, 1980.
All right. We made a comment a few minutes ago. We had 2 major title situations happen, as you well know. The Gilberts...
Lawler's such a badass in the Travolta
never would
suit.
have believed it once, but they overcame the size and defeated Mongol and Krupp and won the Southern
Yeah,
Tag.
broken leg.
And handsome Jimmy.
They said he broke it in a football game.
Speaking of smoking.
Mercy.
Hello, Rancher.
Hello, Jimbo.
We're just like General Hospital, right? Mercy, look at this boy right here. He combed and rolled his tinted hair.
What should you say? Handsome Jimmy going around doing his number with the crowd in here. A Star is Born. Watch it.
Wow.
It reminds me of Cheech and Chong all rolled into one.
Okay, championship wrestling or something. We got kind of a combination variety show here today. But
Oh, there we go.
Holding up that Southern heavyweight belt. He's
Woo,
mighty proud of it,
mercy.
and he's got good reason
Yeah,
to be,
woo,
too.
daddy.
We're going to have to get rid of the belt, the jacket, the hat, and I think the cigar will have to go. Okay, official introductions. Introducing in 192 out of Memphis, Tennessee.
People
on
in
the left
Memphis
screen,
love that
Ken
knee wiggle. It's so
Wayne.
over.
And on the right of the screen, 242, the Big Apple, New York City, handsome Jimmy Valiant.
Ooh, against
the
Ken
Southern
Wayne.
Heavyweight champion. Obviously, this is not a title match. It is a 1-fall, 15-minute time limit bout. Ken Wayne, back in action. We haven't seen him here in a pretty good while. We're ready. Bell time, and here we go. Often. You just got a dedication, Jerry. Jimmy Valiant singing. This is dedicated to one I love. Paul Martin, your referee.
Did you say is this the first time Ken has wrestled on TV?
Yeah, it's been the first time back on championship wrestling.
A car accident?
This is automobile accident, right?
Well, somebody once told me that he doesn't drive a car, he aims it, and I guess that's what happened.
Jimmy, pretty good size advantage in here, but nice. Ken Wayne got all the makings, boy. Look at that. Hey, look at that kid. Wow.
You got high with Johnny Valiant? That's awesome.
Yeah, I did, Andy.
Yeah, he had the exact same response.
Handsome Jimmy made the applause for Ken Wayne. Jimmy's saying, hey, brother.
We're in the last act of the stream, so my mental processing is slowing down greatly. All this indica.
Too much, isn't he? He is just double on too much. Southern heavyweight champ, Handsome Jimmy Valley. I'm sure he reminded me of...
I love he's just yelling "hey" like repeatedly. Sadly, Virginia. That sounds like an 90s alt band album title. Sadly, Virginia.
Now, he hadn't forgotten how to use either one of them, I can tell you that, too.
Good thing Ember's not in here. I'd really be going after her right now.
Coming up on the 2-minute mark with Handsome Jimmy and Ken Wayne. Count of 1, 2. And, uh-oh, there's that fist that we're talking about. Back on their feet and to the corner, Ken Wayne racing across the eye, and that drags with that arm and right back into a wrist lock on the mat for Ken Wayne.
No, I don't think Ken Wayne wants to get in the situation.
I feel like my mind is rapidly deteriorating while Jimmy Valiant is on screen.
That's too much smoke behind a Handsome Jimmy when he cuts loose.
I hope I can hang on through the rest of the match.
He's a big guy. I don't have to tell the king that. He's hitting him every way in the world.
I wonder if this guy is like this 24 hours a day. Do you think so?
Uh-oh.
Back off the rope.
Oh!
And Ken Wayne coming right down.
Classic. Oh, shit.
And Ken Wayne coming right down on his feet. Uh-oh. That time.
He's a ring style Jimmy Valiant has in this era.
Popped him with that big elbow. 1, 2, 3.
What a provocative pin.
Looks like that's about it, doesn't it?
And I'll tell you one thing for a fact. When Jimmy went after it, he went after it. He made up his mind that second time that...
I think it was in Crockett, whenever they're doing that, they're in the same place every time. But like the place with all like the flags, but his matches there to me were always so amazing because it's just one fluid motion from including the entrance and exits from like the match is just wild. Like everything's just like dance almost. And he can do it with like anybody that he's in there with.
Ken came in there and raked him across the eye.
What did you say that Handsome Jimmy weighs now?
242 now. Yeah.
That's all, genius.
You did it.
I think that was a femur.
Oh man, Philadelphia era WWF shows. That's awesome. I love one of my favorite all-time wrestling characters is whoever it was that was at the Philadelphia Spectrum from like the late 70s through the early 90s who would yell boring at every single match. And he always had just the perfect comedic timing of when to use it too.
Yo, brother, I love you, King. I love you, Handsome.
Okay, Jim.
My favorite is whenever the babyface would be getting like beat down real bad and he would make his comeback and then like hit like grab an arm or something. And right as like the comeback was peaking, that guy would yell boring and it would just like take the air out of everything. A true master.
Handsome Jimmy Valiant with a win over Ken Wayne.
The way he dropped that elbow, he didn't just hit you with a pointed elbow. He
Paul Jones.
242 pounds across your throat.
You can see the way he came in. I was interested in the cover too because he was all the way on top of him. He wanted that 1, 2, 3, and brother, he got it. Got up. Hey, come on. Now.
Pre-homeless Jimmy.
Get out of here. Jimmy, we don't need it. Because you get out of here.
We have as much right to be here as anyone else.
No, you don't. Jerry Lawler was invited. You weren't.
Man, remember when Bill Dundee slapped the shit out of Lance Russell?
Wake up, man. 1 week you send a note out here and go, I'm humiliated. Man, why don't you give it up? You know you're never going to walk again. These people know you're not going to walk again. So why
You're never going to walk again?
That's something I've been wanting to tell you for a long time, too, man. You make me sick. Let me tell you something, Lawler. You know, I sit out here and I watch you, man. It almost brings tears to my eyes because once thousands of people came to see the King, Jerry Lawler, at the Coliseum. All over the world, everywhere, man. Everywhere. And what happened? He rode into that big old throne. He came, and all the people were throwing flowers and stuff. You made me sick then, and you make me sick now.
I love that.
Look at him
You made me sick then, and you make me sick now.
Oh, what are you going to do? Hit me with a big cane? Is that what you're going to do? Is that what you're going to do? You're going to hit me with a cane? I want to tell you something, man. You see this Wrestling magazine? This is from New York City, Lawler. New York City, baby. If you look on page 56, you see where Jimmy Hart is listed in the top 10 professional managers in the world since I got rid of you, man, because you held me back. You are nothing, man. You are nothing, you gimp. You'll always be a gimp. You're washed up, and the people here know it, man. Oh, it ain't enough. Tommy Richard, you're the last man to have the floor.
So you like the heel Valiant better than you like the Boogie Woogie Man?
You washed up, you're fine, man. Why don't you look at him. Look at a big man right here. Big man, right? Look at that.
Oh, shit. Now, this is Memphis to me.
Championship Wrestling action coming up in just a moment back in the ring. Want to remind you what to say. Monday night, not Tuesday, Louisville Gardens. Boy, what an action night it's going to be. 8 big matches in there with no increase in price.
Yes, regular ticket price.
You'll be right there with us. Sonny King against Carl Fergie. Killer Carl Krupp against Tommy.
This may be the only chat that really pops for the no additional ticket price gimmick from Lance, but I think it's great.
Tojo Yamamoto against El Mongol. Bill Irwin, the Doctor, going against Billy Superstar Dundee. A big 12-man
Heel Bruno, commentator? Oh, the manager.
And I'll tell you, there's going to be 3 matches you know you don't want to miss. Southern Heavyweight title match when Handsome Jimmy goes against Tommy
Man, he
Rich.
was amazing in Memphis.
World Heavyweight title match. Luthez takes on Billy Robinson.
Luthez, holy shit. Luthez versus Billy Robinson? Wow. Wait a minute. Oh, I don't know. I wonder if Cornette ever talked about that match.
It's that classic. And then a special added match. You should understand it by now. A beauty, Jerry Lawler takes on...
I feel like all those Memphis managers, when they first appeared, I was kind of like, this is kind of hokey. And then just within a few episodes, like, I was completely bought in. Like J.D. Costello, Downtown Bruno... Ronnie Gossett. What was that one guy? Remember, he was like, eventually he became Beast in Beauty and the Beast, but before that, like, he was a weird, he had those weird videos where he had like a stable of wrestlers, but I don't think none of them were like big names.
Art and real first-class action between 2 guys who frankly hate each other.
Well, we won't get to see it.
It'll all happen. Louisville Gardens, be there. Well, the action will be there in just a moment as we're waiting for the appearance of
the new Southern Tag Champs, and here they come. Father and son team. I think this is a first, too. Southern Tag Champs, the father and son team, Tommy and Eddie Gilbert. And, Dave, we had a change. I guess it's true. The sweet man, Sputnik, had told us.
I thought maybe Cornette had a specific video on the Luthez versus... I feel like on something... Maybe it's in the Billy Robinson tribute or something. But I swear he told a story about that match.
That one of his Manurians, number 1, was in the hospital for a little bit. And
yeah, Mark Galeen. Yeah, he was good too.
Have a title match. Let's have the introductions as they stand in this non-title match.
It will be a one-fall match, and I guess it's going to be a 15-minute time limit.
Yeah, I would think so.
15-minute time limit match. One fall only.
J.D. Costello, though, man, he was just so good. Like, he would say the most out-of-pocket shit to the crowd. He almost started 2 riots. I remember that cops had to take people, physically remove them from the studio, and you never saw that.
The left of your screen, from Manchuria, the Manchurian, and from Arkansas, David Oswald. Their total weight, 452 pounds, managed by Sputnik Monroe. And going against them, total weight, 430
the Gilberts.
Pounds. From Lexington, Tennessee, the new Southern Tag Team Champions, Tommy and Eddie Gilbert.
All right.
Gee, thanks. Eddie Gilbert, or Tommy Gilbert should be one of your all-time favorites.
Crowd liking that
fan favorite, Freddie.
second time Tommy's been a co-holder of this belt. He held it with
Right.
Eddie
Marlin,
yeah.
right.
Okay, we're ready.
Jerry
for
Calhoun got that
action.
Marty
David
Stauffer
Lawler.
beard going on.
Referee, by the way, is Jerry Calhoun. Eddie Gilbert round behind David Oswald. Rode him down to the mat. Oswald moving, Eddie Gilbert moving. Oswald hangs his feet over the bottom rope. That means that Eddie had to back away. Break the hold, he did so.
Somebody say fired up.
Oswald came after him.
Next week, everybody's going to be fired up because I'm in the next week's episodes. I'm pretty sure it's going to be Tommy Rich coming in.
Oh, he flipped Oswald high up into the air. Down to the mat now. Eddie Gilbert got a headlock.
Marty Stauffer, what a reference. I was like, I like halfway through saying it, I was like, this is so dumb. No one's going to know what I'm talking about.
Wall goes for a reversal. He's got the shoulders down. Count of 2 is all he gets before Eddie Gilbert is able to flip his body weight back the other way. Get those shoulders up off the mat.
Burt Reynolds and Shane Douglas.
That's his job. He did it there. It was a 2 count by Oswald on Eddie.
Eddie's all-time great heel to me.
David Oswald. Eddie kicks him back as Oswald came after him quickly. Eddie over to the corner. Tags his dad, Tommy Gilbert. There's a body slam by Tommy on David Oswald. Cover. Count of 1. The Manchurian started that way. There's a tag on the Manchurian.
That was a Mongol.
The new battle against Tommy Gilbert. Sputnik Monroe, the manager of the Manchurians, here at ringside with...
What's up, Daninsky?
With the team of the Manchurian and David Oswald. He's screaming, he's upset about something. Manchurian.
Daninsky, you missed Carl Krupp throwing the Roman salute to the Memphis crowd.
Put Tommy down.
Jimmy Hart cheering him on the whole way.
Onto the mat. Tommy quickly back on his feet.
He's looking for one shot. That's a synchronicity, too, because that guy was in chat earlier, John Wilkes Booth.
Tommy, look at that move. Drop those legs down. And the Manchurian off his feet. Tommy Gilbert, round behind him. Manchurian made his move, and Tommy Gilbert converts. He's got a head scissors on the Manchurian.
Just a good old-fashioned head scissors.
Title match scheduled here today. Tommy and Eddie now holding the AWA Southern Tag Championship belt. And they were scheduled to defend them against the team of the Manchurians.
I loved his ECW run.
One of the Manchurians not here, so the title match...
Doing all that, like, those out-on-the-street vignettes and stuff.
Tommy with the Manchurian.
Oh, thank you, Scott, for the thumbs up.
He would like nothing better than to be able to grab that rope and pull his body underneath to break this hold that Tommy Gilbert has.
I'm going to assume the thumbs up is directed toward the El Mongol.
3 minutes, 15 seconds into the action. Tommy back to the corner. He tags Eddie, and Eddie Gilbert is in for the second time in this match. Boy, look at him go. Working on that Manchurian's left arm. Manchurian.
Gee, thanks. Were you in here when I said that you should be happy for this? Because your favorite, one of your favorites is in it, Tommy Gilbert, fan-friendly Freddy. Fan favorite Freddy.
Backs into the rope, flips him across the ring. Eddie leaps over, rolls him down to the mat.
I might be cresting.
Eddie Gilbert with the advantage on the hold. Manchurian picks him up. Eddie is body slam. Manchurian to the corner, tags David Oswald. Oswald with the headlock. Not for long. Eddie Gilbert put him into the rope. Smacked him with the forearms. He came off of there.
You're here for fan favorite
Near
Freddie.
the corner, so he tags Tommy Gilbert. Tommy with a headlock, and he just yanked Oswald off his feet. Bared him down. Count of 1 by referee Jerry Calhoun. The right shoulder comes up off the mat.
What would you call it? Like, if you know how you have like something, like if your name's Arn Anderson, you could be like A squared, or if you had 4, you could be like A. Is 3? What's cube? What? How many do you need for cubed? And what would you say for like 3? If he's fan favorite Freddie, what could he could be like F what?
Got a 1 count.
True, Daninsky.
Tommy Gilbert trying to pin David Oswald.
And he was like like you said, like a link to it, kind of like a little bit of a throwback, but he could still he knew how to get all that stuff over. Yeah, I loved him in ECW.
We're very close to 5
That feud
minutes.
with Terry Funk, and Terry Funk cuts that promo on him from the Double Cross Ranch, and he's interviewing a horse's ass. And he's like, "Oh, Eddie, I didn't recognize you." And he lifts his tail up, and the camera looks right in that horse's ass, and he goes, "But your breath still smells the same."
5 minutes right now. Gone.
So you would just have to be F to the 3rd. That's kind of lame. Well, I don't know. It's kind of got a ring to it.
In this match, it's a 15-minute time limit.
F
match,
to the
so
3rd
10
power.
minutes left to
That's
wrestle.
even longer than his name.
Having a look at the new Southern Tag Team Champions.
Oh, nice, Virginia.
Tommy rolled over into the ropes by David Oswald.
3 is
Oswald,
cubed.
a
Is that
wrestler
true?
Has really come on strong.
I don't want to
the
say
last
that
few
like
months.
in front of Kinetic Kell and be
He's a
wrong.
kid that doesn't always pay attention to the rules, but when he goes into the ring, he never considers
Doesn't always
himself
pay
an
attention to
underdog.
the rules.
He'll go after any of them, as he's been doing against both Tommy and Eddie here. Whistle blow. That's Sputnik with a whistle.
Try F.
Calling the Manchurian over to the
Try
corner.
F.
Got a word or two for him. Manchurian back to face Tommy Gilbert.
Or I guess like Triple H.
Tommy into the
Triple
turnbuckle.
K. Killer Carl Krupp.
Manchurian.
This is
On the
before
shoulder,
he
Tommy Gilbert.
got burnt and had to wear that green and red sweater. We need a solution to that that's snappy.
Manchurian makes the tag. Here's David Oswald. He takes over the hold that the Manchurian had, since the Manchurian had quite a bit of success with it against
Cubed.
Tommy. They're back.
Cubed sounds kind of funny. F cubed. Fuck you. Sounds like a weird place you to rent. Fuck cube.
By the Gilbert.
Meet me down at the fuck
Body
cube.
slam by Eddie. Drops to the lower part of the leg. A cover on David Oswald. 1. Count of 2. Oswald breaks it.
Eddie versus Gory Guerrero, prop maybe.
7 minutes.
That seems
gone.
kind of likely.
7 minutes gone.
Let's
right
find
now.
out.
8 minutes left to wrestle. Eddie with a cover. 1. Manchurian able to get there.
Eddie Gilbert
Help out at the
versus
2.
Gory Guerrero.
Tommy Gilbert. Knee lift. Puts Oswald on the mat. Look out. Manchurian coming back in. Eddie had the cover on David Oswald. Manchurian got there to...
It says they never faced each other in one-on-one matches, but he did wrestle Chavo and Hector.
prevent the 3 count.
Hector's probably who I was inadvertently thinking of.
Oswald.
It's
Good
Hector
Eddie into the
I'm
ropes.
thinking
Caught him
of.
with the upper arm as he bounced off of there.
Kinetic Cal, oh
Oswald
boy.
now with a headlock. Takes Eddie over to the corner.
Well,
and
you should have
his
seen
partner,
you should have seen the content she deleted, like beach ball head.
the Manchurian.
Cal, if you see this, I meant that with love. You know I always support you.
Manchurian with a knee. Number 1. Tommy Gilbert returns the favor that the Manurian had been doing for David Oswald. Tommy broke it up. Cross the knee, a backbreaker. 1, 2. And again, Eddie is able to break it at the 2 count. Very close to 3. Very close to a pin there by the
You always
Manurian.
think of Hector? That's awesome.
Puts it down. 1, 2, 3.
There we go. What a story. I'm always thinking about Hector Guerrero. Hector's on my
Out of the
mind.
ring with a victory. 8 minutes, 21 seconds over the Manurian and David Oswald.
Sputnik storming across.
Wasn't he also like the
hollering at the
gobbledygooker?
referee about what kind of lousy break that they got out of it, and the referee didn't treat him right, and so forth. The official win.
Kinetic Kel is America's greatest resource.
Superstar Bill Dundee, Tojo Yamamoto. All that action coming up in just a moment.
What a cool dad, taking his kids down to the Memphis wrestling.
An expiration of time match coming up. This one, the team that has the
No.
most balls to their credit when the time expires will be the winners of the match. Introducing at a total
I got
weight of
distracted by Bill Dundee's
472
outfit, but I lost
on
track
the
of
left
time.
your screen, from Memphis, Tennessee, Chuck Malone, and from Bolivar, Tennessee, Big Bob Smith. Going against him, total of
Big Bub is
444
back.
pounds. From Japan,
Double B.
Tojo Yamamoto, and from Australia, the superstar Bill Dundee. This match to the expiration of time. Your referees, Paul Morton.
Yeah, we're asking for jackets off and so forth.
Edward
as the referee's trying to
Woodward,
get a little
the
separation in there.
equalizer.
And get this thing
The
started.
killer
Big
rocks
Bub
on.
Going over to have some comments. He'll have his chance to make
The
whatever
fabulous
comments he
killer,
wants
Bub
after the
Smith.
bell
What
rings.
did- we
Always
need. I need a
step
Bub
outside,
Smith
let Chuck
T-shirt.
start this one. As Chuck Malone and Bub talk it over, Tojo and Bill Dundee. A couple of final comments.
Tiny
about it.
Elvis.
The attire of Dundee out. Bell time. We're off and ready. Superstar.
The original
Come on,
honky
Chuck
tonk
Malone.
man.
And they tie it up center of the ring, side headlock with Dundee, drawing first offensive advantage. And Malone snaps him down. The referee getting on him about using the hair. And Bub taking a step through the rope to threaten Dundee. Didn't see Bill leave the ring or anything like that. Dundee takes him over, hangs on with the arm.
That guy was pretty
Lifts it up.
badass in the
Hard it for a
Equalizer.
second. That's
Buddy
Malone.
Rose is very Buddy
Comes
Rose-esque.
back up, uses the hair once again to get Dundee
Justice
off
for
of his
Bub.
feet. Bill around behind, waist locks Malone.
Bill Dundee
Looking for a
rules.
spot to get him down. Oh, Chuck whirls around, reverses it. Dundee sits out, comes behind, takes him forward.
Wow. Oh,
Kind of
boy.
a little friendly pat on the posterior there. Not so friendly.
Playing
Billy
grab
grabs
ass
an
with
arm,
this guy.
bends it down, tags partner Tojo Yamamoto.
Here comes Tojo.
And Chuck Malone now facing the Oriental Express. Tojo.
The Oriental Express.
Takes a shot from Malone. Tojo shakes it off, kind of gives him a smile. But that isn't the kind of smile that you might interpret it to be. It's the kind you know it is. Watch. A little bow from Malone. Bam! As Malone is saying, see, I
He's
broke
had
free
enough.
to the referee. Tojo zinged him.
Here comes the fabulous
Big Bub
killer,
takes the tag.
Bub
He's
Smith.
in against Tojo.
Oh, shit.
Didn't work.
Bub Smith chopped away.
Bub,
on
take the
Tojo
strap down. You
Yamamoto.
need
You
extra
saw what
power.
kind of effect it had. Tojo stood.
Oh.
Once again, Bub Smith looking at Tojo. They tie it up.
Bub's B
Yamamoto,
squared. Yeah, see, that
hey,
sounds
nails
cool.
Smith all the way back across the ring.
Not as cool as C cuppers, but
And here it's Singh.
That's how it's done, Bub.
Bub went with a big wild swinging right hand. Tojo ducked it and chopped him down. Smith tags Malone.
He didn't even move. He didn't even react at all. He wasn't going to give him shit.
Dundee down the line. The referee says, get back in the corner, Bill.
His Oriental front, I don't know.
An expiration of time match. We've still got some time.
If it is, I don't think it's like a high level, you know, problem. Bub. Can you imagine?
Again, Tojo puts him down as Dundee was telling the referee, go over there and watch Smith. Bub was going to sneak through and nail Tojo from behind.
Come on, Bub.
Tag on the superstar. Bill Dundee comes from behind, takes Chuck off his feet, puts him down. Half Nelson on him. Now he pulls the other arm back.
There he goes.
Rolls him up for the
Boy, that referee couldn't have been any slower if he... Jesus.
Now he pulls the other arm back. Rolls him up for the shoulders. But Malone arches the back, kicks the shoulder up and breaks the count. Dundee comes up. As Bub was making some threatening gestures from outside.
Well, you know, some people are more easily offended than others.
Big back drop and Malone down. Dundee covers one. And Smith reaches in. And Bub says, woo, here comes Dundee.
Bob and Chuck going against a couple of
Kabaddi.
Tojo Yamamoto, and of course the superstar.
Yeah, no question, Yamamoto and Dundee heavy favorites in this tag match.
Heavy favorites, you think?
Holding the hair, Malone nailing Dundee on the rope.
Boy, look at Bub. He's putting in work. Oh, now it's over. Let's go, Bub. Right here, while Bub is in here with this Australian, this is the perfect time for a USA chant. We're very free speech at Fusion Studios. We don't even censor Ben Thorpe. Back into the devil's den. Come on, Bub.
Smith keeps pounding on him.
We're about 5.5 minutes.
I'll run it through the copyright, Bob. It does look interesting.
5.5 minutes in, Chuck Malone reverse face lock on Dundee. Tojo had all he could have of it.
India is my second biggest viewer base as well, even over like Canada.
Benefit of a tag. Back in the corner, he does tag Tojo, and Tojo now in.
Shout out to all my Indian viewers.
Stings the Chuck. Tosses, takes him down, cover one, and that's all they got. Malone's battling up off the canvas.
Maybe Sumit from 90 Day Fiancé watches.
To the shoulder.
He put a beating on him.
Tag on Billy. He whips Malone in.
Because think about it, this crowd is cheering for an Australian and kayfabe anyway, Japanese guy.
Ooh, what a drop kick. He covers one, and Malone fights out again. I thought he was through, Dave. He really nailed him hard.
I'm not sure what Chuck should have been through there.
Dundee on a drop kick. He really stunned Malone, but he didn't get it. Look at that. Oh, Billy. Body slam on Big Bub.
Big Bub.
Look at Bill right back at him. Waist locks.
Come on, Bub.
And rolls him over.
Let's go, Bub.
And Bill again, right back to him. Pushes him into the rope. Whips him out. Back drop, and that's not easy.
Man.
One, and Bub just kicks out. Hey, Tojo Yamamoto. Whip into the rope. Tojo.
Ah, smooth.
Stunned him with that chop. Covers 1, 2, 3.
Ah, bullshit. Quick count. Quick count.
And the hand of
Dundee and Tojo Rays. The time, David? 7 minutes, 14 seconds. 7:14.
Wrestling.
Alrighty, we still got some action to come up here right in the end of Championship Wrestling on Channel 3. Be back to it in the ring in just a moment. Ken, I want to remind you about all of the action up there. Oh, first, tonight, Madisonville. We're looking forward to having Bill.
That's what I was thinking. Did he knock out the broadcast tower?
To be right there. Okay, final 3 matches. Going to be a Southern Heavyweight title match with Tommy Wildfire Rich, Handsome Jimmy Valiant. Then it's going to be a CWA World Heavyweight title match. This will be a
somebody say fired up.
6 times the champion going after number 7 with Billy Robinson. Then an extra added match. Jerry Lawler, the king, first time in over 7 months, will be back in action in there. His opponent, Jimmy Hart. And I think you know that story by now. Jimmy, you're going to be in there against Jerry. He has accepted. He said he would like to have you. You slapped him in the face and don't think you're going to get away with it. That's what Lawler said.
Boy, I've got him right where I want him, man. You know what
He looks like he just left a wedding reception.
With little bags under my eyes here. You know why? For the last 2 or 3 weeks, man, I've been reading all about Houdini, baby. Houdini. Lawler, I've got you exactly where I want you,
Houdini?
man. You know, so many times I had to open the door for Lawler back when I was managing. I won those belts for him. Was he ever the CWA champion before I started managing? Tell me, huh?
Well, yep, next Friday, the episodes will definitely have Tommy Rich in them. So we'll definitely have to get fired up.
Tell me, honest fact. Now tell me the truth.
No excuses.
He wasn't, was he? So who won the belt for him?
Well,
thank you, Jimmy Hart did. That's right, baby. Lawler, you gimp, let me tell you something, man.
You what?
You, Jimmy Hart did. That's right, baby. Lawler, you gimp, let me tell you something.
Pimp?
Well,
thank you, Jimmy Hart did. That's right, baby. Lawler, you gimp, let me tell you something, man.
Let me tell you something, man.
And I promise you this, and all of my fans, that I am going to take care of you once and for all.
Oh, actually, we probably won't, because I won't be available because it's a holiday.
You'll have the opportunity.
So there actually is an excuse. I apologize. But next Memphis definitely will have Tommy Rich.
It is when it's going to happen. You do all your talking right now, because I'll tell you, after Monday night down there, I'm not so sure that jaw of yours won't be on the other side of the head over there, and that might be an improvement too. Jimmy Hart faces
favorite
Jerry
member
Lawler.
of the
That's
Gentries.
Monday night in action right down to Louisville Gardens. And I'll tell you what, you don't want to miss that entire night of action. But remember, it is Monday night. You be there.
I'll tell you what, we had plenty of excitement today. We did in there, and all our time is up, and except for this.
All right, the opening match of the day. To kind of review, Killer Carl Krupp over Tony Boyles.
Maybe Thursday we could do George Durunda in the morning and then just do a one-time Memphis on Thursday afternoon.
Was Krupp pretty much all the way in that match, as he did win over Boyles.
The gimp. Listen up, Lawler, you
Rick
gimp.
Morton. Controversy there
You're
at
a
the
gimp,
end.
baby.
Dr. Bill Irwin was pulling tights and able to get more body weight over Rick Morton, holding down for a 3 count. But Irwin is the winner. Jimmy Valiant over Ken Wayne. Handsome Jimmy won in about 3.5 minutes. Tommy and Eddie Gilbert going against the Manurian and David Oswald, and it was Tommy and Eddie.
This is weird.
Take care of that every single time. Son of a gun, we hope maybe that you'll take the opportunity to be with us next week. Whatever wrestling comes around your way, you'll enjoy it double or more when you get right out there in person. So you be sure and go see the matches nearest you. We've enjoyed it today, as we do every single week, and we're delighted to have you next week. Come, bring a friend. Or Dave Brown. Until we see you next week
time, we need, listen, folks, we need ratings. Bring a friend.
Bye-bye, everybody.
All right. Well, I feel like we're heading in a good direction in Memphis with Lawler being back, but the first couple episodes, a little dicey. But, yeah. So I'm going to call it there. I will be back in like a little under an hour to watch Hee Haw. That's right. We're going to try to watch Hee Haw. If that doesn't work, we'll figure something out. But otherwise, I'm pretty sure, too, I'll be here tomorrow. We're thinking about doing a late night Alex Jones little mini marathon stream. Memphis, inconceivable. Yeah, but I mean, if it's that, would you rather have it preempted for the week or move to Thursday? That's kind of the question. But anyway, I'll be back in about an hour to at least try to watch Hee Haw. But thank you for watching. Hopefully I'll see you soon. But if you want more wrestling, Tuesday XPW, Wednesday Juggalo Championship Wrestling, and normally Memphis on Fridays. So see you later.